And all right, I'm showing up.
Booyah.
What? Oh, game science dice.
Yeah, that's the set I own for that is the set I specifically bought for Wild Talents.
What?
I have 10 of them,
What
and they're
is
black,
this?
and they're hard as knobs to read.
Apparently, game science has the D5 dice.
Why not?
Well, they're written down as 1d10 divided by 2, because
Yeah.
if they were actually d5s, then they'd be, a different die. Anyway.
Right. But I'm just like, here's, it's just a whole, like...
Yeah, before the mics were rolling, audience, we were discussing the nature of using dice in the system, because we are in the Eternal Beta.
Yeah, it's
Eternal
just
Beta!
why... Yeah, it's just like, rather not do the whole system where you have D20s, D6s, D8s, Ds, whatever. It's just one set of dice.
Good. It's useful. I mean, I really don't need more complication. My character sheet is literally 12 pages long right here. I don't need, I don't want to think. It's hard enough me just pulling up shit. If I have to add, start adding additional dice and math to that, no.
I have,
I know no matter what I do, I am grabbing a D10. Maybe two
basically,
D10s.
that was the question, was should I do the Eclipse Phase 2nd edition and replace all 1d10 divided by 2 by d6s? Which that's what they've done. Speaking of which, I don't know what condition 2nd edition is in. Which makes sense for what they're going for, because they're like, who doesn't own d6s? And honestly, the math is just the same. It's just way simpler in terms of space. But I'm like, but no, I like that I've built a system that you can run with just d10s. Even if technically there's slightly more math involved, as you have to because you have to divide it. But it's really easy. Hey, one and 2 is 1 because you're rounding up.
One roll engine does it. It's all good.
Yeah,
all good.
Yes.
All right. So real quick, I'll say before we get into the thick of things that this episode is brought to you by our patrons like Ahaga Comics, Qua, Jeremy Vasquez, Kylie Den, and Nestor Flores. And if you like what we do and want to see us do more, you should consider supporting us on Patreon. You can get access to episodes early. You can get access to this episode in audio format. Lots of other goodies. And it would really help us out. So today we are once again playing Mages of War because we don't play anything else. Someday I'll write my L5R campaign. Probably I should run the little intro I wrote for that first so I actually know what the fuck I'm doing. Anyway, that's actually really arrogant of me to assume I'd know what I'm doing, because quite frankly there are times when I run this game that I wrote and I don't know what I'm doing. But playtesting. Alright. So yeah, we'll just jump into it. I won't click on that link to 3.5 hours of Ace Combat 7 OST because that would get recorded. But just imagine I would be doing that. Okay.
So,
you guys got a little bit of EXP last time. What did you spend it on?
What did I buy? Oh yeah, I bought Craft, and I picked up plus 10 to Awareness.
Because that was pretty cheap.
And then, what did I buy?
Because I'm gonna keep being fucking paranoid.
That's the thing I need to jump to for 2020. Yeah, since I haven't had any driving design concerns with this version of the game recently, I've been chipping away at my 2020 version, which reminds me I need to switch some stuff around.
So what I got was gain first stat thing for int, so that. Then for my companion, got a fearsome presence.
Spooky. That bedside manner, yo.
It's like use.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna look up Craft.
I will not hurt you.
That's what I was gonna look up.
But I don't have to heal you.
It's like, you better get out of my way right now.
It's like, I'm the doctor, I don't give a fuck. I feel our medic is becoming becoming more and more surly, and I'm like, okay.
Well, at least
this is
what
War does.
Not Dr. Murderbot.
No, because you abjectly refused to pick up flamethrowers in the first place.
Yes.
We'll see if that carries over if we actually do any 2020. Because there's like half a dozen energy weapons, some of which set you on fire.
I think my
most of which are caught
for that is definitely going to be like the guy who likes causing harm.
No. Okay, whatever. I'm trying to remember. Isn't there like an item that is like crafting tools? I forget.
There's artisan tools.
Artisan tools. Maybe that's
artisan
it.
Tools, yeah. Unless I think it's artisan tools for everything that's not dealing with mechanical stuff.
Let's see here. Artisan tools.
Artisan
Fine
tools.
arts not common. Officers limit time to kill. Horizontal and into magic. Various tools and implements are particular arts. Let's see here. +10 to any test is practice at art. Examples include painting, sculpting, sewing, calligraphy, pyrographic, tattooing, printing, weaving, wood, or metalworking. 5MC. What about like gem cutting?
That would fall under that. That's not given as an example, but that would be an artisan tools, since there's not a set of gem cutters tools.
Yeah.
Honestly, you'd probably just call that a set of jeweler's tools.
So, if I was to buy like a metalwork, like artisan tools, I would have to get artisan's tool metalworking, and then I would have to get like artisan's tool, like carving, and then like artisan tools metalworking. If I wanted to cover like those three.
Yeah, if you want to do jewelry, you want to do general metalworking, and you want to do like scrimshawing, which is I'm
Each
pretty
is
sure
its
what
own
you're
set,
talking
okay.
about. Yes,
Okay.
that would be each. That would each be a set because it's per set. You
depends
could
on
also
what
just
I've-
buy a multi-tool, which is like +5 to a lot of different skill checks.
Yeah, but I feel like the artisan's tool is one of those things that is
Actually, it's a +10 to certain
cool.
skill tests. That's right.
Yeah.
It's better.
Yeah, it's better. And as I said,
Costs you a
I think
few
it's like
bucks
one of
Lighter though.
yeah, but I feel like again, it's like one of those things. It's like I don't know if I can do metal fucking working with a goddamn multi tool.
Well, you could do something.
And,
stuff.
excuse me,
Listen,
me,
it really depends. It really depends.
Do you want me to do
You know-
tattooing? Yeah, let me do tattooing with my multi tool.
No, that definitely
just
wouldn't.
cut you up there.
hold on.
There we go. Perfect.
I think some
Hold on,
multi-tools
let's-
have needles. Listen, have you been to a Leatherman website lately?
Oh no.
That reminds me.
But
I
I'm-
need to actually describe what tools are in the multi-tool someday.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
Also, by the
On
way,
a
I don't
side
know if anybody
note-
noticed this since I put in,
on
but
a
if we're
side
looking at
note-
artisan tools, what's the entry just under that?
Auto Bible. Actually, I was looking at this.
I think
I don't know if
I
anybody
did
noticed
remember
that since I put that in.
Well, I just noticed it when I was looking at artisan tools, and I was gonna read it. Let's see here. I'll just read it out loud because it is interesting. So,
Yeah.
Auto Bible. An expensive and somewhat complex magic item, the Auto Bible is a form of spellbound journal, which through various forms of enchantment is self-recording. Mages deal with many things on a daily basis and can have very technical discussions, research, or just feel their lives are very important to record. The Auto Bible is enchanted to record information in itself automatically through various stimulus. One can simply touch the book and think of what needs to be recorded, and the book will record any thoughts or descriptions given it. Or one can dictate to the book and it will automatically record what is spoken. Usually a keyword or other spell key is needed to have it start recording. Mages use these to take notes in meetings, record magical experiments, dream journals, keep a personal diary, and even by students record lectures. +30 to any test to recall things recorded by the Auto Bible. That's neat.
Magic.
I was actually
Yes.
having this thought a while ago. Is like, could technically a spell book be a focus of sorts? Because they like
Yes,
Focuses on-
but generally you want a focus which is compact.
yeah.
Yeah, like
like-
Well, remember you said
or-
you were putting in like ye old anachronistic methods in there, and that's what got me thinking about it. It was like,
Yeah, grimoires exist. I haven't really thought about what that technically means, but sure, you could do that. And there are obviously with ritual magic, you can recreate any spell you don't know, so you could technically record spells that people don't know and like cast them out of a thing. But I don't know. I gotta develop the system when it's advanced for 2020 later. So I'll figure out some stuff there, how to keep that balanced. The old, I'm just gonna go on the spell app shop and I'm gonna buy me about a dozen fireballs for $9.99 on the Ethernet. It's spelled with an A, by the way.
hey, that's gonna be a thing.
that's totally gonna be it. It's all like,
Yeah.
well, I don't have this
Have
yet,
either of
so
you looked at 2020 lately?
I looked at it a little bit earlier. I saw you
I
putting in
think
like
I
weapon mechanics.
I think I saw like a few
I've been
days
working on
ago.
it.
No, this is gonna be like post Bioshock, where with plasmid, it's like incinerate. Man, can you just imagine ads for like app-based magic? That'd be amazing.
So just for the low price of $99.99, you can kill one person with a spell.
I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be like that, but I am imagining like greasy ass salesmen trying to sell you like some weird third-party magic apps that may or may not explode your phone, literally.
You can buy this just for the low price of
$999,999.99. I haven't even gotten into some of the. There's gonna be. I'm gonna have to figure out a couple different version mechanics on the ether deck. Because yes, there's decking, but with its ether deck, which is pull power from network, produce spells. That's how everybody casts spells. And like I said, I think we were talking about scrolls earlier. I gotta I gotta remind myself to write a special rule because I think technically spellcraft is gonna be an advanced skill, but people who have access to magic talents can buy it as a basic, can treat it as a basic skill because you have natural magical ability. You don't need to learn anything.
Boom.
Lots of other stuff. We haven't even gotten into cybernetics, which does remind me, I also need to put a note under Automata, because they have an unlimited cybernetics cap. People normally have a slight cybernetics cap just because your body can only mount so much shit in it.
Alright, I got all the tabs open. I might need the field guide today. I don't fucking know.
This is without even getting into some of the other fun stuff I got planned. Like, one of the things you'll be able to do in the distant future of 2020, 100 years in the future, is get Ethereum tattoos, which means all those spells you can use to enchant melee weapons you can use on your unarmed profile.
Oh, crazy.
And also probably gives you a bonus to casting spells in general. Maybe like count as having a focus at all times. But there's probably some backlash-related problems because there's Ethereum in your skin.
I don't.
Yeah,
if it's not good for you to eat, it's probably not good to put in your skin. But that ain't gonna stop people.
Yes.
Let's see here. So to recap what was happening last time, the chain of command, mostly Wolfgang and the Major, feel that there's ill tidings ahead, but we can't let that get ourselves down because Prophetmas is around the corner. Prophet's Day, basically our Christmas analog, and in the spirit of the times, we are going to have a bit of a relaxed couple weeks before we gear up for the big New Year's offensive against the Commonwealth. So, in the spirit of things, we're gonna make a fucking adventure out of finding a goddamn gift. Because we got a couple weeks to kill.
Yeah, a couple weeks.
And boy howdy, I hope you guys thought of gifts you're giving people. Because I know people are gonna give gifts. Oh, also, by the way, Wolfgang, just to warn you, as a heads up, so you don't look like an asshole, the other captain's going to give you a present, so you should probably think about if you're going to give something back to her, so you don't look like an asshole.
Give back someone back to who?
The other captain, your co-squadron commander.
Oh, yeah.
Which reminds me, I should pull up my campaign notes so I can keep track of NPCs.
Alrighty. So, we got a few things.
Squad's probably gonna kip together and get Wolfgang something too. I should think about that.
I'm fair with that.
So what we are gonna do is the Major has put us on basically light duty. So
yeah,
we still got to put in a fucking a few hours work in each day, but the rest of the time is for that. So everyone's going to still be doing standard patrols and whatnot in those times, and then, just kip off for the rest of the time we get stuff. But unfortunately, Ulrich, I got plans for you, so you don't get to rest easy. Not quite. I'm sorry, buddy. No, I'm not sorry. We got shit to do. We got food.
You just salutes.
Yep.
The old chain of command. Yes, by the way, even when you're off duty, you're not really off duty because you're still in active military service in a foreign country. So, guess what? Unless I give you a piece of paper that says you have the day off, you still have to listen to me when I say stuff.
But, as I said, we're not going to be, we're not going to be fighting any enemy zones or whatever. No, we should have a pretty simple time. All we gotta do is go talk to people that we oppressed 20 years ago, maybe killed a bunch of people, and convince them to give up food and maybe information. It's gonna be great. Yeah, I was actually looking into the...
Oppressed is a strong word.
I mean, there was actually rebellions that they had to fucking put down. Actually,
Did they though? See, this is your problem with you're doing too much real world research. Is that
that's it. You don't have
real facts don't necessarily apply. Though I will admit, I haven't actually run the timeline up all the way to the actual war.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
it's really boring.
If you haven't done it, then I have to go with my own information.
Well, so I mean, actually, no, that's not. I mean, technically, I don't think that's how, in general, it works. It's you ask me, and I tell you what I know. But
if you know nothing, then
I mean, I know lots of things. The general predisposition of the setting is that colonialism and imperialism is not as strongly pronounced because you never know when that guy down the street can throw a fireball. While there has been certain amounts of religious tension because everybody's like, yo, dude, are you actually worshiping the demons? Because the demons are real, maybe. In general, mages always have fermented a certain amount of international cooperation. So there's not a lot to be gained from harsh oppression besides the locals setting your shit on fire. This in general will mean that if there have been populist rebellions, they've probably been minimized, and they were probably much more politically fermented than just, wow, you guys are real assholes to us. Not that there's not a slight amount of classism or condescension involved in mages, but that's an actual, setting point of the system.
Alright, so we basically just, so basically all the European powers plus a couple of just rolled into Africa, and now Africa was just like, okay.
It's like, what are you guys doing here? Hey, no, it's cool. Listen, we're gonna dig up some diamonds and maybe kill some animals, but hey, we'll teach you about some magic and reading and shit. And they're like, all right, I just want to live my simple, especially in as far as I can tell, like in this time, pre-colonial Namibia was just. The local indigenous population were just living their lives. As far as I could tell, there wasn't like at the time, a big organized a political power. And in fact, Germany wasn't a big presence, which would be Stalin in this case, until after it was like, oh, holy shit, everybody's getting colonies in Africa. I guess we should make this one place official.
Let's see. What was it?
So, Namibia's history.
The Hetero Wars, the Maji Rebellion, the Sox Rebellion. Then there was World War One.
Yeah.
Was it Adamala? I don't fucking know. Was this in? No, that one's Cameroon. Which one was then the Bombay one? I think it was yeah. This was it. It was the Hiriro Wars. How do you fucking pronounce that? I don't even know.
Okay.
But yeah, so we're the point of the setting is that I don't have to deal with colonialism themes because I'm not equipped, nor do I care because that's not a theme of the game.
Okay.
So yeah, like there has been a possibility of because the major even mentioned to you that they could ferment a native rebellion with like, hey, these guys aren't treating you good. We'll treat you all right as a political ally. But issues of like genocide and land moving is like I said, that's a lot harder to press because once again, you never know when somebody's going to be able to just blow some shit up. And mages are fairly cliquish in the sense that like they don't really like the idea of conventional governments, just being like, hey, do you have any anti-mage countermeasures so we can bully some native mages? No, that would be like, I'm sorry, you're asking me to do what now? No, we don't do that. That's dumb. That's a bad idea, and you should feel bad.
I get the point you're saying, but this is still the area of classical trains where it's basically you throw more men at the enemy until the problem is solved. Just because a couple of those men might have fireballs, don't necessarily mean you stop. But I understand this is your fucking game, and we'll do it by that. But it's just like I don't follow your logic train on that.
Well, I mean, it's just the risk reward becomes too much of a problem, and it's not about this period in history. It's about like all periods in history. It's just generally seen as a part of the history that trying to, actually, a better way to look at it is like the technological advantage that colonial nations would usually have is either reduced or negated by the fact that there are mages among local populations, and mage population density is pretty similar regardless of technological advancement. So, combined with the fact that, like I said, mages don't really want to bully other mages. It's, the whole building up a collective community thing of trying to build the unified magic system is that, you can't necessarily count on the fact that, oh, well, we've got rifles and they have bows and arrows. Yeah, but if a couple of those bows and arrows are magic, they can still hit you like 500 yards out through plate armor and stuff. So it's not necessarily that there was a military advantage, so less use of force and more use of more subtle political stuff has been going on. So the locals in a colony in Africa are probably not necessarily your friends every day, but at the same time, if they're not doing anything that's a huge deal to you guys, whatever. And as mages, you guys might take a much more noblesse oblige kind of attitude to, like, everybody. In general, the colonial authority would be like, yeah, okay, whatever. There's a farming village. Do they have anything we care about? No? Okay. They're sustenance farmers? Whatever. The main things that your homeland government is after is working metals and gemstone production.
Motherfucking diamond.
And I gotta be honest, at this period in history, I'm not sure the working conditions are necessarily worse for native workers than they'd be for workers anywhere, because I think this is still kind of in that nebulous, pre-unionization workers' rights time period.
Yeah, it is.
So yes, working conditions are probably really shitty, but that's not necessarily a colonial thing. That's just, they're kind of shitty everywhere. Once again, not that you guys would necessarily know anything about that. So now that we've delved into the political theory of the game for like 20 minutes, you want to Hearts and Minds.
Yeah, I guess.
Yes.
Anyway, so Hearts and Minds campaign. So basically what we're going to do is we have the four of us. We have the Ulrich the Earth Mage, we have my Exo, the Wood Mage, and then we have the Medic, the Water Mage. I'm not entirely sure how to do like custom like rituals are in like the game, but I'm pretty sure between those three manas and types we can like bless some goddamn fields.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping like with that, like, hey, here we are, we're the foreign magic, well, yeah, we're the magic men. We're here to, get some extra food and bless their fields. Check on your wildlife. Check on your cattle, and drive away some predators. In return, we hope we get some extra food, maybe some information, maybe trade for some bits and bobs, meteoric iron, and maybe find like some diamonds or two. So, all right,
well,
but
basically, pick what's first on your list, and then we'll go down to make some rolls.
Yeah, let's make some rolls. All right, so yeah, let's see if we can get some food first. We'll do some hunting later. Okay. So I'm assuming we have like a map of like local villages and whatnot.
Yeah, you've got lots of as in detail as the maps as the time get. You have access to.
Alrighty. Well, let's take a copy of the map, because I'm not gonna fly around without a map at this point. We might be flying around a bit. Everyone strap into your mobility units. Actually, do I have to take half permission to go take my mobility units on like a non-mission thing?
That's a good
Never
question.
thought about that.
I mean, they are a military resource, but you got custom ones now, so every mobility unit is assigned to you.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So, it's not like they're in a pool or anything.
Okay. That's one of those things that's all like, oh, you going out, Captain? Yep, where to? None of your business.
Yeah.
Military reason. I'm not actually going to be that way, but... Yeah, so we'll fly out to the nearest village. We'll maintain a easy pace. We don't need to rush. Let's enjoy this winter/summer, whatever the fucking time it is. Sun, drink water, hydrate, and we make our way to the first village.
All right. So you're basically, as if I understand this correctly, trying to trade goods for services, basically.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so first off, if you're going to negotiate, actually, here's a very good question. Do you speak the local language?
I speak. That is not my character sheet. I speak Alkebulan.
Okay. So you speak the Alkebulan. You speak the
Alkebulan.
local. All right. You speak some manner of generic African language, because there are a lot of language groups in this region, I'm sure, because there are actually quite a few different peoples.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a real pain in the ass for a game that's already half fictional to, like, fictionalize the fuck out of a bunch of language. So yes, you speak probably a trade language, because people would need some way to communicate with each other.
Yep.
All right, so that's okay. You can speak to locals. I think you picked that up when your int modifier went up.
Yep.
All right. So in that case, I'm going to want you to start by making a commerce test.
Commerce!
Because you are negotiating goods for services, basically. And then your result here is going to be how well you do.
Let's see here. Commerce is based off of charisma, which is 40. Then I'm going to check for bonuses. Check there. Would honorable apply to negotiating?
I mean, you're dealing in good faith, and you're trying to get them to trust your word that you're gonna do what you're gonna do. So I get, yeah.
Okay, cool. In that case, I rolled a 41, but that bumps up to a 61. So 2 degrees of success. Yes.
All right. So first and foremost, you're trying to like trade for extra food stores, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Basically saying that we'll bless your fields to ensure that they have a better production, so you
Right.
won't have to worry about it in exchange for your foods now.
Yeah.
For your foods now.
All right. You contact some kind of village leader, and he agrees that that's probably a fair trade, because you were able to convince him with your commerce test, basically, that you're doing basic math. We'll take a little bit of your stored food now, but because you're in the middle of your growing season, your harvest will be more bountiful later.
Yep.
All right, so that is successful.
Right.
In that case, everybody who's doing a thing, go ahead and have me roll a spellcraft check.
Let's see. It can only be. Wait. Can I? It was spellcaster plus prime numbers, right?
Yeah.
Or was it total prime numbers for ritual?
I believe we reckoned that it was plus prime numbers.
Okay, so yeah, we can.
You can only have an additional number of mages equal to prime numbers.
Okay.
Ulrich, you're probably the best at spellcrafting here, and
Yeah.
so.
Well, yeah, I meant this as everybody who's if assuming you're leading the types, do you want to just have everybody in a pile and do it all together? That'll take you more time if you're all going in. If you're doing each one in sequence as opposed to everybody does their own thing.
Yeah, it would take longer if we do it in sequence.
Alright, yeah, then everyone can just do their own, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Rolling my thing.
Okay, so she'll make an array. I know I bought you fucking...
Alright, my familiar.
Okay, you do have spellcraft. Okay, good. But your will's only 30. Holy shit. What's the rules for failing a ritual? I'll worry about that later.
Right, that
Wow,
one is sort of, it's bad.
Okay, for now on we're doing all these rituals together. God damn it.
Well, that's not bad. It's just you have to roll to control it.
Yeah.
You have to roll
I think it's
will?
whenever you plus I think there's that whole, it's will, plus there's the whole thing, it gets more dangerous the more degrees of success you have in it.
Yeah. Let's see. So let's see. You make a roll. I mean, this isn't like a proper, fully formal ritual because we didn't figure out exactly what you're doing and like what the complexity or whatever would be.
Mm.
It's just
Okay.
if you fail the roll to control it, you would have to make a raw will roll, and then if it does, you might get some backlash to cause a magical mishap.
Right. And then I need to do for the medic.
Mm-hmm.
My medic has 40.
Also, didn't your companion roll like lucky for like 5 points of luck?
Oh yeah, she did, huh?
Yes, you do.
I think you both have a lucky companion at this point.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Huh. I'm going to re-roll that spend a point of luck.
Okay. Also, remember, it is officially in the rules now. You can only spend 1 point of luck per roll.
Okay.
Oh no.
Not that I think anybody wants to spend 5 points of luck to make a single roll. At some point, you have to just suck it up and be like, okay, fuck it, I failed.
Okay, well, this is interesting.
Is there a magical mishap?
Is it success but doubles?
Yes, this is, I think...
Ooh, excellent. Alright, so that's going to be minus 20. Alright, so let me open my magic mishap tape. It's in the old spellcasting, or is that spellcasting rules? Actually, so with a reduction, this isn't a bad thing. While your water mage is casting water stuff to encourage, he actually calls up a squall. So excess aether causes humidity and condensation to build in the air, causing a rainstorm which lasts 5 hours. So that doesn't... other than the fact that maybe you know... other than that, maybe the villagers are kind of a little like, well, you kind of interrupted our day of work with a sudden rainstorm, but it's the middle of summer, so rain's not bad.
Okay.
I mean, like, how else were they expecting us to get the water here?
This is a desert.
Yeah, there's...
I think it's either like...
how big of a village did you pick, would you say? Like, I assume you picked something big enough that they might be able to meet your demands without, like, obviously bankrupting their food stores.
Yeah.
So there's probably
like
one or two. They probably have, like, what in Europe would be the equivalent of a town mage. They have, like, a shaman or a spiritual person who happens to actually have magical powers. And maybe, like, one or two apprentices. So this person is probably like, yeah, that's kind of normal. It rained. You know. So, and you can also have some cooperation if you need to team up for anything. Wolfgang, are you gonna try and, like, bless the plows or anything, or are you just gonna be like, yeah, there's no way I can make that stick around long enough?
Wait, what would you say?
I was asking, are you gonna try and do anything with your metal affinity, or are you just gonna be like, nah, listen, I'd have to come back when it's actually harvest time for it to matter?
I mean, I could search for its... Like, I'm pretty sure, like, I could search for maybe gems or something, but... If I had Quicksilver, I'd be like, yeah, give me your sword. Let me just, like, whoop.
Well, I mean, you can do that as a ritual. You can repair stuff.
Oh yeah, well, yeah.
If you want to offer to repair any damage tools they have, you can easily do that as your ritual roll.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Okay.
It was like, yo, bring me your metals. Bring me your rust.
People are actually probably pretty impressed, like, because with, like, wood and earth and the storm is like, okay, that's, you know, like, that's inconvenient, but cool, it's raining.
Yeah.
Like, the earth and wood stuff is kind of, like, low-key. But you offering to actually, like, no, listen, I will literally magically fix your tools if they're metal. That's kind of like, oh, well, that's very handy in a short time frame. So that probably buys you a little bit of extra goodwill, because that's something they see the effects of immediately. Assuming you succeed.
Okay. Better succeed. So I'm gonna ritual this shit. Is it one of those things where am I gonna have to, like, do the ritual on every individual tool, or can I just, like, throw them
No,
in the
you
pile?
can throw a bunch of plows into a big magic circle.
Alright, cool.
I'm not, like, making you roll anything to, like, assemble an array or anything.
Alright, so roll a 15. That is not my character sheet. There's my character sheet.
Did you get doubles?
No, I did not get doubles.
Damn, no chance for flash or tone or something dumb like that.
Boom! So, let's see here. 15 out of 40, 2 degrees of success. Not sure
All
if
right,
that shit
yeah.
real good.
So you can repair probably a few dozen tools they've got lying around. Somebody's got an old saw, an axe. Like I said, lots of plows or shears and stuff, Because the common thing around here is like sheep and goats. They probably got some like shears for the wool.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, people
Boom.
there in that case, like especially because like I said, you did something that something tangible they can see the effect of right away.
Yeah.
You can probably get.
We're not hucksters.
Yes, you can probably get a decent amount of like, okay, well here's this is stuff from like last year's harvest that we stored and we didn't use over the winter during the non-growing season. So here you go.
Booyah. All right. Well, I guess
some
we'll,
extra millet grains. Probably not any meats or anything, but some extra grains. Maybe some fruits they have lying around. If there's anything
that's
seasonal.
fine. So meats we're gonna get fresh.
Yeah.
But like while we're like doing this trade off, I want to inquire if they know if anyone knows anyone trading any iron, any of I guess I'd use like some local word for meteoric iron and ivory maybe.
You'd probably talk to their, like I said, their shaman or medicine person to be like, hey, you know about any star metal or anything like that around here?
Yeah.
So I think that sort of thing is an investigate check to investigate.
I will investigate.
I'm looking for clues for stuff.
Let's see, I rolled a 44. It's int based. Do I have anything to help me with investigation?
Well, actually, hold on. I have a new table for this. I assume you're not in a hurry, right?
No.
All right, taking your time is considered to give you a plus 10.
Oh, okay. As I said, we're here to build hearts and minds. I don't want to be like, okay, we're here, give us a shit, we're gonna do the shit, we out, peace.
Yeah, you honestly, with all four of you casting rituals, some of which required various material components. You're probably here like the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I don't know if you want to take off and fly home in the middle of this rainstorm that's going to last 5 hours.
Right.
Is it pretty bad? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's a sudden squall. It's not like, oh, shit's gonna get flooded, but it's like, it's visibility's cut down. The clouds are unusually heavy. You don't know if you'd want to necessarily fly in this weather.
Yeah, okay, then we can hang out at the village. But yeah, I'll ask about, I'll take my time.
At the very least, you don't want to fly through it with your new grain, because it's gonna get soggy.
Yeah, no, it's like shit, tarps! So
yes.
yeah,
taking your time.
Was there anything else on the table that might have played? Like, where's this table?
Sample test modifiers is right up at the top under making a test.
Making a test. Let's see.
Should be able to see it on the outline on the side.
A test. There we go. Let's see here. Simple or easy, defense, good tools, proper, press for time. Take your time, trained assistance. Does my companion have investigate? Let me check this real quick.
Also, does Ulrich have investigate is another thing.
Ulrich, you got investigate?
Let me check.
I feel like he probably does, because I think he has all the purr skills.
And then my companion also has... Does he?
Well, my companion does not have investigate.
Gasp.
Yeah, my companion doesn't, but I do.
Yeah, so Ulrich can give you trained assistance for another plus 10.
Alright, cool. So, I rolled a 44. It's only a 40, so with the plus... Oh, my int is 43. Haha! So, with 63, I have 1 degree of success.
Alright. So, ivory, that's actually, like... Oh, yeah, no, people take ivory trophies all the time. He probably also points out maybe that he's heard of maybe not by name, but he give you the description of a couple of, Europeans, colonists or colonial government who have been out on ivory hunts lately, who would have some back, if you want to talk to them. But just in general, it's probably, I don't think it's common because killing an elephant is kind of a big fucking deal. Same with rhinos, but like. He's definitely like, oh no, that's a thing everyone does every once in a while maybe for trophies, for the meat, lead a safari or whatever. So that's pretty simple. But since you actually got a little bit of degrees of success in there, Let's see. Odds or evens, Lucky?
Odds.
That is a 5. Okay. In that case, this guy actually has some. Because, mages are drawn to this stuff. So he's like, oh, I have a couple of, they're antiques, but I've got some, if you're, mage to mage, if you're willing to trade. And so he's got probably some old focuses, like, some rough metal spheres that, like, go on, like, a ritual staff or club or something. Maybe, like, a spearhead or two. Probably enough metal to make a small bracer or bracelet.
Oh. I'll ask him if he wants to trade for this Auricorn!
Yes, definitely.
Booyah.
Trade skis. Alright, so that's material 1 on your list. Taken care of. Actually, here's a good role-playing question. Is this the first time Wolfgang has handled meteoric iron?
Yes.
Okay. Then this is kind of an interesting experience, because you're used to handling metal. That's your thing. You've been handling metal tools since you were a kid. I think it's written in the notes that, like, magical talent starts to manifest about, like, 3 or 4. Sometimes earlier if you're particularly adept with language. So yeah, you have been, doing simple stuff, for a while, but this is different. This and you don't know any void spells, do you?
Nope.
Yeah, so this is a different experience. It's not just that some of these are probably pretty old, because God knows when they were dug up and made. But there's a certain sense to them which you recognize is the void, is that what you can describe the void element as is like, it's, that space between life and death, earth and sky. The space between stars and the starlight kind of stuff. So it's like, this is kind of ethereal and very, very interesting to touch, that it's still touched with that aether, despite the fact that it's been on Earth God knows how long.
Crazy.
Well, it's from space.
I got the information. We gotta wait a little bit. Let's help out the villagers with stuff then, because probably sudden rainstorm has sent them, like, fuck, we gotta cover shit and whatnot. Or something. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, they probably want to make sure, at the very least, if it's, because I said it's probably not intense enough to, like, risk a flood. At the very least, they probably make sure, like, some guys in the middle of something has to cover his work. Everybody set out some buckets so you can get fresh rainwater,
I guess we'll assist with that. And...
Right. Don't need to roll anything, you just do it.
We'll mention that we're planning on having a feast at the colony on this day. And they are more than welcome. They are more than welcome to join us if they wish. No pressure.
Let's give that a 50-50. Actually, okay. So these guys are, I just randomly decided, these guys are technically prognosticant, so.
Oh, okay, cool.
They are some manner of magic Christian. I'd have to double check which historically, because Germany's interesting that they got pretty roughly split between Protestantism and Catholicism, so I'm not actually sure what the local missionaries would have brought here, but there's some manner of religious echo that they can, like, oh yeah, Prophet's Day, cool, all right. That's they're probably like, it's generous of you to offer, but we'd have to go by foot, so we don't know if we go all the way out of our way, but it. Thanks for the mention. We'll be sure to keep you in our prayers and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. In general, they find you a very polite young man.
Yeah.
Probably better than some normal soldiers who, at the very least, are probably a little short with them because they're like, listen, we're doing military stuff. Also, you're at least polite enough to speak their language.
Hearts and minds. But was it gonna be like late afternoon by the time the storm starts?
Yeah, probably. Obviously, remember it's high summer, so it's you've got a few hours before dark still, but yeah, it's getting a little later.
We could probably hit one more village before we head out, and we are overburdened with grain.
Right. So you're just gonna roll your rituals again?
Yep.
All right. I will say, if you want to do them in sequences like a big team, that's definitely gonna be like you're gonna be getting back after dark to your base. which is probably going to be an extra thing. Before you left, did you make sure to set up the call and response so they know it's you and they don't accidentally shoot you?
No, because I didn't think that we'd be out past dark.
Yeah. So you probably want to try and make sure you can do this. Not like rush it, but like as expeditely as possible.
Yeah, so...
Because also on the other hand, I'm pretty sure, like you said, with your hearts and minds, you probably don't want to crash in a village and like force somebody to pull out a cot for you.
Yeah, no, so... Let's hit one more village, we'll get the rituals. We'll, extend the general niceties that we can, but we gotta go. So roll them bones! Oh wait, no, I have to make a commerce roll, don't I? First.
Yeah, to negotiate first. Do that.
Negotiate. I rolled a 5.
Oh, that's
gonna be a good roll.
Success. Okay.
Yes, it is.
These people probably you move down a couple villages. They'll they're a lot more generous. They've already got probably a good growing season, so they're like, oh yeah, we've got some spare grain.
Degrees of success. Oh wait, no, it's more because I have honorable. 5 degrees of success.
Yes, that's many degrees.
That's many degrees.
You can probably negotiate for as much grain as you can carry. And then they might even have some extras, but you have to be like, no, listen, our magic flying boxes can't carry that much weight.
I was like, we are very pleased by your generosity. Many thanks. But, so, we have negotiated. I, of course, will be like, give me your tools so I can make your jobs a little bit easier. And my XO and the others will get to blessing that field.
One will make the earth fortified and nutrient rich. One will make the plants grow. One guy will be like, water.
Okay.
Everybody has a job, everybody does a thing.
That is a 95 on my spellcaster. I think I should not let that happen. Actually, what happens when I fail a spell? No, I'm just gonna use luck.
If you fail a ritual, you'd have to roll a second will test, which is raw. There's no spell modifiers in there. And then if you fail that, spell backfires automatically.
I'm just gonna use luck. That is much better. That's a 21. That is... excuse me. 2 degrees of success. I'm gonna fix me some tools. And my XO is gonna roll... That is a 78. Girl, use your luck. This is what we bought it for.
Also, technically, you guys are flying, so you could burn Ethereum charges. That's just...
Oh, that's right.
That may or may not cause a question at inventory.
Yeah...
Why did you burn this?
I was like, you were not on it.
Excuse me, Herr Captain. This Ethereum core seems a little low. What did you do with it? And you're like,
hearts and minds! Run away.
That's on a need-to-know basis, soldier. See, that works with your honorable system. That's not a lie. That's just you telling them that they don't need to know these things. Operational security! No, operational security hasn't been invented yet, unfortunately. You can't just shout, OPSEC! And punch somebody.
I can't invent it. I'm paranoid.
Operational security! Slap.
Like, that's on need to know basis, soldier. Slap. Or not the soldier.
It's like, don't wait till I get fucking a fist of steel. I will literally knife hand some fucker. Okay, oh yeah, re-rolled, so now she's down to 25, that's 1 degree success, so that's enough, I guess.
That's a pass, alright. I think everybody passed after spending some luck. That's okay, I think you guys are going to go home and get a good night's rest before you set out again.
Mm-hmm.
At the very least, I presume if you're actually going to hunt an elephant, you're probably going to rest up first.
Yeah.
Right.
But alright, so everybody passed, so yeah, you can, you trade for some more, like, some extra millet and stuff, which actually, like I said, I did some research in this, and apparently, millet's already used in certain German dishes, so you guys like the local grain types.
Booyah! Alright, but now that we have loaded down with 2 villages of surplus foods, we have fixed some stuff. I have acquired some... I think I got enough meteoric iron to make...
like I said, you probably like, swapped for, like I said, like a spearhead or, like, a ceremonial accent.
Like I said, like with warp metal and other metalworking, I can shape it to whatever.
Yes, you are a metal bender.
Mm-hmm. So we are gonna fly back, loading down with grains.
All right. Nobody asks questions.
we will deliver. I will deliver said grains to the mess and be all like, "This is for Prophet's Day feast."
All right. You are a very senior mage officer, so they're like, "Yes, sir."
Alrighty.
Jawohl, mein Herr.
All right, but after that, check reports, make sure everything was hunky dory, make sure there was no
everything's
fights. All right, cool. It's sleep time.
One of your scout teams probably reports they ran into unusual weather for a little bit there, but whatever, that happens all the fucking time here.
Was it oil? No. Okay, we good.
No. This time it rains mud. The laundry will not be happy. Which actually I believe is one of the various forms of magic weather described. Is it if you get enough earth in the air, you can actually have it like rain mud. Though instead of being water, it condenses into mud. Hey, it's better than metal, where it can literally rain gems. Which sounds fun until you get hit in the head with hit in the head with a ruby the size of your fist.
Okay, so
it's like
metal hail.
Yes, basically, it's crystalline hail, and it sucks. There can also be forms of metallic snow, which is just really heavy and possibly a little bit sharp. But it's not cold enough for that.
Man, I would have a field day in that shit, just magnetized.
Well, hey, keep that in mind for your next weather control roll.
It's like, let's just...
You might get a slight hike in complexity, but you can be like, hey, can I make it rain diamonds?
It's like, I want to make my enemies the most...
Well, like, I need to get diamonds... Oh, no, I wouldn't want to make it rain diamonds in the middle of a fucking colony. That sounds like it'd be a bad idea, but maybe we can...
That would be a riot, yes. Like, listen, we've talked about how the general idea is that, colonialism and imperialism is not as violent or pronounced, but no, that's just, you can't do that shit anywhere. That's a straight up riot.
But yeah, maybe we'll see if I can make it rain diamonds later.
Make it rain diamonds on the elephant.
So, like, there's
would that wouldn't work? Wait, or would it?
There's an
I
elephant.
mean, it's like hail.
There's an elephant about a half mile away. Let's cast metal hail on it.
Well, if we can find, like, a lone elephant, like something that's been separated from a herd, yeah, might as fucking well. Because I'm sorry, I'm not charging... What?
I have to double check my elephant biology, but I feel there would be elephants are a herd animal normally. That means there must be young males which wander out on their own.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like we need to find because I don't care what you say. I want to get ivory. I don't want it so bad that I want to go into a herd of elephants.
No, you're not an idiot.
Yeah, but if I can find
which is why you were like, "Can I use an elephant graveyard?" And I'm like, "No, those are dead. That's a bad idea, Chief. That's the other element."
Yeah. But, so... I guess when we hit some villages on the way out, we'll see if anyone's seen any herds. But, actually, I don't think I got an elephant gun, but, I wonder if I can just mod my fucking scout rifle to be a little bit hefty. That might be a thing.
Let's see. Well, you can
I mean, we have the whole, like,
you can get certain mods which will increase your damage slightly.
I shouldn't like it because I wrote down the shopping. Let's see here. Where is it? We still got like we've only gone through like day one. Like mark it off. Dun dun. Yeah. So let's see here. Weapon. That is the wrong thing. It's weapon mod. There we go.
Assets.
I don't want an horoscope. Let's see here.
You don't want an horoscope?
I do want an horoscope, but not right now. That's 20 MC, so and they're rare.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, I don't think I can get that one of those added to my kit for like, hey, just give me an horoscope. They're like, what? Why? I'm like, because I said so.
Captain, I don't think we have any of those in this country. You're like, shit. I'll make my own then.
Let's see here.
I need a glass blower, and I need a lot of runes. I need a tiny chisel. I'm going to chisel runes on a glass lens. It's really annoying if I fuck up and break the lens. Yeah, so I guess today's probably like the 12th or 13th, I think, judging by my... I probably knew exactly what date it was last week, but that was a week ago. So... The most recent date I have is the 11th, but that's when you did Operation Blue Ghost, so it's at least the 13th since then.
Alright, let's see here. If I can get my Skylight Rifle, get it a larger caliber, a heavy barrel, maybe a reinforced stock, and a reflex sight, I think I might do okay. So I guess I'll run over to the workshop with the report recovery team. Is like, hey, I need to swap out some parts here. What do we have? Let's see here. Where is the heavy caliber tag? What is that under? Magnum. No, you called it Magnum. That's what it was.
Because that's what it is. Which that would be what's common in this area is a Magnum adjustment. You use higher caliber rounds or higher powder rounds.
Alright, due to difficulties fighting mages, customize, increase the maximum range and damage. Reduce caliber, less than 1. It's 50, plus 50. So I guess I'll just see if they have a fucking Magnum scout rifle, I guess. Let's see here.
Now, do you want a quote-unquote Magnum scout rifle, custom ordered, or are you going to talk to you, because you have a tech team, basically be like, hey, can you swap the parts around in my gun, Yeah. Can we take apart the receiver and up the caliber of my scout rifle?
Yeah.
If you have the cash or want to make the procurement roll, you can probably arrange that.
I have the cash.
All right. So yeah, you probably pay some of your guys in their downtime to be like, hey, do these repairs for me.
Yeah, honestly, I'll just buy out the fucking upgrades and stuff real quick. Where is that on my character sheet? Because I was saving for them. Let's see, custom grip, heavy barrel, reflex sight, Magnum, which is 50, and then the reinforced stock, which is...
Just in case you have to hit anybody with your gun.
Well, it's also because honestly, it has an increased caliber and a heavy barrel. So it's made for shooting big fucking shots.
No, sure, that's fair.
So I want a little bit more padding on my shoulder. And yes, then I can fucking
a big
clonk
pad
somebody.
and a lovely steel strike plate, which is this stock will definitely not break, even if you clunk somebody in the skull with it.
Yeah, no, I like that. As I said, because I don't feel comfortable modding my repeating rifle, because that's my standard issue weapon. Mm-hmm. But I said I got this free scout rifle, so yeah, I'll mod it to fucking back. Reinforced stock. How much was that? It wasn't that expensive. That is not what I wanted. Rude. Okay, it's 3 MC.
So, right, Ulrich, it sounds like the squadron commander is going to take you on an elephant hunt. Would you like to prepare something in this case?
Yeah. You bet.
Or are you just going to go, nah, I'm going to wing it? I will throw rocks at it. Oh wait, no, you just shoot lava at it.
Good, I'm just going to call a freaking ritual and call a freaking lava pit underneath it.
As I said, we find out low and we're totally going to make it rain diamonds and see what happens.
I'm going to make it rain lava.
Well, he does have Breath of the Earth. You could also shoot boiling oil or obsidian at it.
We don't want to... Oh my god.
Magic is fun.
Let's see here. So, okay, so...
Yeah, once again,
just going straight up...
Just going to wait till 2020 and you can get all kinds of dumb shit like smart guns and exploding bullets. Wait, you can already get exploding bullets. Actually, you have explosive rounds now, don't you?
Yeah.
You probably want to think about that before you take any shots.
The what?
You probably want to think about applying that one before you take any shots.
Oh yeah, but as I said, we're gonna see what happens when we get to a diamond. So that's gonna cost me 82 MC total. Can I negotiate that down? If I'm buying it straight out? I forget.
Yeah, if you're buying it, yeah. Sure, you can roll commerce to try and get a discount.
Yeah.
You're basically haggling with your own guys about what's a fair rate to buy these things or scrounge them up or pay for the labor.
Alright. So wait, if it's my own guys, I get a plus 40 because they're military.
Yes, you are negotiating with fellow soldiers and they are under your rank because you're either talking to the recovery unit who are your technicians, or you've ambushed some normals in the armory and are like, Guten Tag. I have special gun I would like. Look at my medals.
Okay, then. I'm not even gonna apply honorable because that seems overkill. But
yeah, also I don't think this counts for that. This is just hey,
give me some good shit. So let's see. I rolled a 31. Let's see. My charisma is what? Charisma. So that's another 40, 80. So 4 degrees of success.
All right, so knock 40% off the cost.
Let's see here. 40, 82. Was it divided by 40%? I think that's how it works. I always forget how, like, percentages works when... Okay, so it's going to be minus 32.8. So 82 minus 32...
It should be about 50.
50. Yeah, that sounds good. 50. Booyah. They give me a discount because it's all one thing. We're going for a theme here.
You basically throw your gun at them, and then they throw your gun back, and it's like heavy barrel, heavy-duty barrel, sized up for caliber. They've, custom loaded the Magnum rounds.
This probably takes a while, so we probably got like a few hours minimum, Ulrich, if you want to get anything done.
The captain plays solitaire. Or solo-chess.
I do research into see if anyone's got any news on local movement of herds.
Oh, in that case, if you're going to do that, you can roll me an investigate check.
I'll roll me an investigate check.
You're doing lots of investigation.
Well, that's what happens when you have to find out things.
Correct.
Let's see here. I'm glad I bought it, though. 17 on dice. Let's see. It's like 43. That's 2 degrees of success. I'm not going to ask you for help, Ulrich, because you might be doing something else. So I'll do it on my own.
Alright. I'm just thinking about why I want...
Alright, 2 degrees. Hey, while you're sitting in the armory, whittling, you're practicing your scrimshawing so that if you get an actual piece of ivory, you can, doodle symbols on it. You notice there's a board in the corner, which is, tacked up with random papers, and yeah, so somebody's apparently been keeping track of local elephant movements in case they want to go on safari, because.
Actually, if we do get an elephant, we're not going to be able to carry it back probably with just the 4 of us.
No.
Is elephant meat edible?
I mean, I'm sure it's edible. They're
but,
big,
is
though.
it using? Is there elephant meat cuisine? Let me check this real quick.
Elephant meat recipes: elephant stew, elephant soup.
Tastes like its flavor is unpleasant, peculiar, coarse, slightly gelatinous. Apparently, elephant tastes like spam.
Okay.
So
let's see,
you
elephant meat
probably
is also...
don't want to eat it. Oh, hey, Wikipedia: elephant meat, the flesh and other edible parts of the elephant, so it's edible. Food for humans.
I've already figured out what
demand for meat.
Oh, wow.
Meat is considered prestigious. Elephant meats.
It does look like there was actually somewhat of a demand of it. It's just later in life that people are like, nah. See, but we're around Cameroon, right?
Well, that's north of you, but yeah, theoretically.
That's north.
That is also, funnily enough, another German colony in this time period.
Yeah, it looks like, they eat it and they smoke it.
So yeah, I think, you'd probably turn it into a stew, maybe. Or some jerky.
Unless we're the Jewish analog, because elephant meat is forbidden. That shit ain't kosher.
No, you're not.
Okay, cool. All right.
Well, you probably have some guys in your team, but that's just, they wouldn't anyway.
Yeah. But
if there's some
if there's some guys who's keeping track, I'm gonna see them find them, because we're gonna need some guys to help carry this elephant back.
Yeah, we're gonna harvest a couple turns of elephant meat.
Yep.
Actually, you make me think that I gotta open up my Mage's Field Guide.
Shit, I gotta write all this. Can I just pick a... What is it fucking called again? Oh, a weapon pattern? Because my scout rifle doesn't have one, doesn't even have to have one. I don't fucking know.
Well, if everything is factory pattern by default, so...
Okay.
You can choose to make it a different pattern, sure. I mean, technically it was looted, but, I don't see why you couldn't figure out what sort of pattern it should have been since we added the system later.
Yeah, let's see here. Well, I was thinking frontier patterns because we're in the fucking colonies.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Alright, I'll just stick with
Right.
Frontier. Because that's what my repeating rifle is, but I didn't apply it to my scout rifle because it wasn't something I was carrying around a lot. Alright, then. Let's see here. So...
I keep forgetting about the patterns.
There's a lot of mechanics to this game. I fucking love it, but sometimes it is like, oh wait, things.
And that's why many of them are optional.
Mm-hmm.
Only pay attention if you actually care.
I do care.
Though since we're playtesting, we care a lot, yeah.
I'm going to reduce mag by 10%. So that's plus 5. AP now 5. Mag now 4.
And I set the SMG with shower rounds.
I feel like after a day's worth, that should probably fade, but that's like a different thing.
Yeah. It's been like a lot of days.
Yeah. I'll probably write a note in that. And actually, I don't know if I don't want to swap it up in this edition, but I'm planning for because I'm going to reorganize the magic charts a little bit. I'm planning on semi-balancing rounds powers in 2020, and then I'll see if I want to port back some mechanics I try later.
Okay.
Like I also want to work on sustaining certain powers.
Right.
But that's beta testing for later stuff. So let's see, Earth Spirits. Did I actually write down, maybe not in the field guide, did I actually write down what you do to offer mages, or offer to spirits? That's the wrong document. I can go down with fluff chapters.
Fluff! Ah! Let's see, reinforced increases 1 damage and piercing, and increases max range by 10%. So, plus 6, and 6 piercing. Max range is now 880. Reinforced Stark doesn't actually do anything unless I'm using it in melee, but keep it there. What else did I buy? Oh, custom grip and reflex sight. Ah! Accurate. Anyone who bought this wills this happen gets the accurate tab, so my scout rifle is now accurate.
Oh yeah, you have that. Alright, trench gun.
Boom, shotgun! Literally.
Yeah. There's that, there's speed, there's scouting rifle. Alright, and that's those rifle grenades.
We never really used the rifle grenades.
I think
You use them a lot in the beginning.
the most kills I've ever gotten in this
Yeah,
tabletop was from the rifle grenades.
Yeah, you blew up like 4 guys at
This
once.
was why
It's been a while since you had a long-range engagement, though.
This was why I sort of confused my regular kills with mage kills, and it was like, oh, right, I didn't kill like 5 mages. So I corrected that.
By the way, Marth, you sound like you're a little far away from your mic. You might want to...
Oh,
Just
right.
that.
Okay,
there you
I
go,
slid
that's better.
back down.
Oh yeah, and I have to apply the Magnum. That's what I was trying to figure out. Okay. Magnum.
You're going to have like 2 bullets left of this gun.
3, actually.
So, Captain, we increased the bullet size with the hand-loading equipment, but now the box magazine only fits 3 of these rounds. But the rounds are the size of your face. Are they the size of an elephant's face? No. But could be bigger, yeah. Yeah, so
okay,
you're probably using, like...
so...
Now, if you want to get real spicy, you should get some special bullets.
Let's see, it's 9, 20.
Oh, right.
Of 800 is...
Alright, could make this and... Wait,
960.
why would I make that?
Okay, yeah, so my Frontier Scout Rifle, with its Magnum caliber, heavy barrel, reinforced stock, custom grip, and reflex grip, is 1d10 plus 8 with AP of 8. Mag 3.
So it's a pocket anti-tank rifle. It probably kicks like a
I
bitch.
actually need to calculate I need to calculate all the weight. Hang on.
Yes, maths. Luckily, most of those are just pluses.
Yeah, no, just pluses, but still, it's just like, damn. It's like I forgot. I have to go back to all these. So I got my I have my quote unquote elephant hunting gun.
Nice.
I say we're gonna grab some of the guys who be all like, "Hey, who wants to go hunt the elephant?"
or taking volunteers. Hey, if you get another. This actually, I just realized that this is pretty funny considering how expensive that would be for you. If you got like another $20 you want to spend, you could get some hand-loaded Wildcat rounds for another +1 damage, +1 pen. Just it costs you $20 for 3 bullets.
No, I'm good.
I
I have magic.
The way the reload system works. That yes, that's a ludicrously expensive cost.
Well, that's because they're giant ass fucking bullets.
Yes, and they would have to be hand loaded. They're already specialty.
Oh yeah, I do have an extra slot for enchanting. Huh.
Let's see.
What do I?
Stock add weight.
Well, I don't have any spells I would want to enchant something with. Don't think.
So it's.
Let me check.
Oh, excuse me. Let's see. Vertical grip, no. Speed loader, no.
No. Okay.
Throw a muzzle brake on there.
Oh, a muzzle brake. Did I buy a muzzle brake? Fuck, that was what I meant to throw on there. Fuck.
Right, that's what I'm trying to think about. Ritual for increasing damage on a weapon.
Shit. I can't. I'm guessing I'm just gonna have to buy that extra.
I'm just trying to think about how big of a complexity. I'm trying to think about this. Where did I write down those?
Did I give any examples?
I'm just thinking about like how much plus does I want.
Muzzle brake is good, so I'm gonna just throw the extra 5 MC for that.
Okay, there's the document.
This gun is now state of the art.
Yeah, really. It's heavily customized.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the reinforced
now
stock.
It's a war trophy.
You got a custom grip you've made on it. The barrel is reinforced.
Shit, I'm gonna have to engrave something on the stock and make it like a trophy item now. You kill me, you get this sweet ass gun.
Is it a legendary or an exotic drop?
It's one of a kind.
Okay, so complexity. Okay, so that's that. Huh. So complexity 10 is giving them that.
Where's my
that
MC?
or that.
55.
But if I want
there
to do something bigger.
You always want to do something bigger.
Yes.
Sorry.
I have like a whole lot of stuff I can do with this. But I'm just thinking about like, what exactly do I want and how much will this cost? Because how much will this ritual take?
Well, you got hours.
Yeah, I know. I'm just looking at this because I know in the ritual section I know that Omega gave the thing like complexity of 10 is either giving a +2 or +2 damage or +2 pen to a weapon.
Yeah.
So now I'm just thinking about like, okay, so if that's complexity 10, then I'm guessing complexity 20 would be giving both of those?
Yes.
Oh, are you modifying?
Adity.
Oh.
So now, what all can I do with that?
So, and my rifle gives me +5 to warfare range and +1 DOS on hit. Gotta remember
because the recoil is super controlled.
Mm-hmm. That's why I have a giant ass fucking stock on it.
So how?
This thing shoots smooth as butter. Warfare range and +1.
Yeah, so complexity levels are mixed and matched as needed for effects.
Okay, I think I have something here. I'm just thinking about this for a moment.
And enchanting yourself is double complexity.
Yes, I know. I wonder if now someone needs to make a monk character and try to make themselves like ridiculously strong with damage.
Honestly, you'd probably just buy a Cestus. And like, Lucky's already on the right path, fire and metal, because he can get the unarmed bonuses.
Okay, so
this is my dream to fight the final boss on top of a burning zeppelin, I guess. I don't know. Liquid! I said, this game has the potential to get real Metal Gear. Metal Gear is an adjective.
Do I really want it to scale like that?
I don't know.
No, I'm talking about Marth. He's asking about he wants to make his SFG way more pluses with magic. I'm like, I feel like there's only there's only so much improvement you can do.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like asking because this might be an impossibility or...
Yeah, I feel like if you want to stack the separate +2 damage and +2 pen, that's probably okay for complexity 20. I don't since it says I can arbitrate, I don't think that necessarily you can keep stacking the effects to be like, and we're going to do +8.
Okay. So it's just like, at most you can only do +2.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you could do other stuff though, like technically you could add another complexity 10 and be like, and I get +10 to shooting because the bullets magically try and find their ways to people.
Okay, let's see here.
That's complexity
I'm
30.
I'm going to look at all the stuff I could possibly do to make this SMG better.
All right. Well, why don't you do that? How many volunteers do you think we need to like help us carry an elephant home?
I mean, let's see.
I think an elephant is like a ton,
if not more.
I'm saying we can probably bleed it out on the side. That'll get rid of some of the weights.
Yeah, I was reading about this earlier, and I think it said there's something like 5,000 to 6,000 pounds of meat.
Oh yeah.
So,
right,
what's your carry capacity, Chief?
There's
not gonna happen.
It depends on the type
depends
of
on the
elephant,
too.
because there's like the African forest elephant, the African bush elephant,
Well, I think these
I
would be
think we're-
bush elephants.
and those are 13,000 pounds.
Yeah, they're big.
All right, so basically the plan is we're gonna take down an elephant, cut off a bunch of meat, and I guess we'll leave the rest to the magic lions. I
That
guess.
seems fair. You'll make an offering.
Okay, second.
Can you render? Well, you can definitely render elephant hide into leather. Can you render elephant hide? Elephants down into some tallow or some gelatin. Actually, I don't really know how, especially being in this case, arid creatures. I don't know how much body fat an elephant has.
Okay, so next.
But yeah, so like carry capacity is usually your strength plus toughness, right?
Yeah.
That means an average person in this setting has about like 60 of it, 60 kilos.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, that's going to be a lot of dudes if you want to carry all of that. You're probably not flying it home.
Oh, right. Let's see here.
I mean, we could get we have a. Wait, let me double check this.
Is there a way to like enchant a tag onto a weapon?
Tag?
To add a weapon tag?
Yeah.
That'd be a custom effect. What sort of tag are you looking to add?
I need to double check this, but
because with both patterns and mods, there are a couple ways to get, I think, most of the basic tags.
Yeah, I'm just thinking over this. It's like I could actually just say my SMG is actually a pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say mine are Frontier because we rough it a bit.
Yeah,
we don't have a motorcade, so I'm pretty sure we don't have any giant fucking trucks.
No, you'd have to beg, borrow, or steal. You have we've firmly established. You have a couple of staff cars, but that's not going to help.
No, so because I just went through our This is why I'm glad we have the base thing, because I looked through his stuff. I was like, do we have anything that would have giant fucking cars? No,
you don't have a motor pool.
Nope.
Okay, let's see. You're going to the advanced players guide. Load faster, Doc.
Yeah, because some of the patterns can give you like critical and stuff. Yeah, I think that's really the only. That's really the only thing you're. That probably doesn't have a decent way to model, basically, other than like because you can get far, you can get accurate.
I don't know what exactly I would give with my SMG pattern, but I'm going to look through that and check through things.
Honestly, I think you just want like accurate and critical.
Yeah, well,
that on top of your shatter rounds.
I don't. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like you don't need crippling because you have the spell version of that, which is better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like and technically you don't even need crippling because you do the way shatter works is you do the critical damage regardless.
Mm-hmm.
I would need to reuse shatter rounds, but
true. But that's kind of the way it's supposed to be. Is you have to you keep casting, you can get better effects. Yeah.
Okay, there's the weapon patterns.
I don't know. I still want to grab maybe I don't know, a half dozen guys who all right.
Probably. You probably want to up that to a dozen guys.
All right, we'll
Just
grab
to
a
be
dozen
sure.
guys then. All right. As we're gonna go get an elephant, we're gonna get its meat. And apparently, the locals are like, "This shit's banking good."
Okay, so then that reduces the melee. Okay, so I'll just say it was a pattern.
Oh, that reminds me. I gotta get something for the men, quote unquote. I'm pretty sure if I just get them some good alcohol, they'll be.
Yeah, I was
happy.
about to say. I think technically, prepping a good feast is your gift to the men. Like making sure there's.
The good feast is gonna need good alcohol, so I'm gonna put that on top of that. Get
Right.
some fucking casks. That's probably gonna have to be
And
bought.
do remember, like I said, do remember to get some personal gifts because otherwise you're gonna be real embarrassed because I put some thought into this.
Oh my god!
Adderall.
I'm gonna need the NPC list here later.
I don't think you need to go so far because I didn't necessarily go down like literally every person. In your squad,
it's gonna be the major,
Mhm.
the other squadron leader.
Yep.
My XO.
Mhm.
My Ulrich, the medic, and the three my three platoon leaders.
All right, if you want to get gifts for all those people.
There is...
Well, that's what I was thinking. Is do you think that's too many people?
There's a sporting.
Well, I mean, yeah, your platoon leaders would not necessarily be expecting a specific gift, but if you want to be that generous, that makes sense.
Oh,
okay, so the frontier.
Actually, now I'm second guessing myself here. I don't know.
And there's the sporting pattern, which increases range and weight, but has accurate tag.
But yeah, so I think your platoon leaders are gonna roll into basically the men are gonna get you a gift in general, as here's a thing for being such a bang up captain, and none of us have gotten shot yet.
Oh, let's see.
Okay, so
I already have a whole lot of.
I know what I can do. I'll just get my fucking.
So I'm going to say
my
SMG
I know what I'm gonna do.
is Frontier.
Solid choice.
It should be in the. Yeah, Frontier is just good. Let's see here. Wait, no, too far. Fuck.
The trench broom. If only you had trenches to sweep.
We can make trenches.
You can. That's a roll now. And if you get actually, one of you just trained in craft. So.
Right. So this is going to be based on the minus regular rounds, which then is times by that. Okay, then.
Math. Dear audience, I hope you love math. We're doing it a lot.
Welcome to, this is what happens when you have downtime. There becomes a lot of,
minutia, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, so that makes my thing become... Why is that so... Why? What?
Are you goofing around with spreadsheets? That's why I use a calculator.
Yeah, I use calculator.
Actually, here's a good. Lucky, remind me of what your XO's name is, because we never use her goddamn name.
Her name is I'm thinking of changing it because the more I say, I'm I actually don't like it because no one ever says it. But technically, her name is Hildegard Sommer. See, I can't even say it. Here, let me just copy paste this real quick.
Gotcha.
So, there we go. Hildegard Sommer. I think it is. Yeah.
Okay, this is when I do this for reducing the make, it's 57.6 now.
Round up.
Okay, so now that's current. Now, so that's 58. I'm still have 58 rounds in this weapon now, even though it's Frontier.
The joy of the drum mag.
Oh my god. Anyway, you ready to go hunt an elephant?
To get everything together here. So that doesn't add any tags.
No.
So I'm going to enchant tags. Very accurate and
Actually, hold on. Is there not a mod that just makes it accurate?
Yeah, no, custom grip.
Oh right, I actually do have that. It's whenever I use it.
Yep.
I'm
So
trying
it's
to
already
think
accurate.
about what. Yeah, so it's already accurate whenever I use it.
Yeah.
I just need to figure out if there's one or other tags I might want.
Weapon tags.
Okay.
Ugh.
Sorry.
Let's see here. I think I'm pretty much covered.
Okay, so I don't need to enchant it with crippling or that. Do I want to enchant it with devastating?
I don't think that sounds like a thing you can magic on there. Make the enemy bleed more. It seems kind of weird.
Yeah, no.
Or possibly people would look at you funny.
Then there's okay. Let's see here. I don't think Sunner would really work.
No, not for a ranged weapon.
Do you
And
have
I
a vertical?
Stun?
There's a spell for that.
Yeah, there is a spell for that. Okay.
Hey, Ulrich, does your gun have a vert grip on it?
Vertical grip.
Yeah, basically halves all penalties for firing into melee, aka firing into the monster when I'm standing right next to it.
Well, I think custom grip would.
Nope, because
Conflict
the
with
vertical grip is a
vertical
forward grip.
It's a forward grip.
It's
Yeah, it goes
a
under the
forward
barrel.
grip, vertical forward grip.
Okay, so it's in different spots.
Yeah, it goes in the
Okay.
front. It goes under the barrel, so you have better hand grip and better
Okay.
recoil
If
control.
If we had any other under barrel mounts, which we don't, I don't think. We have any
Bipod?
under-barrel mounts.
Okay.
Couldn't have a vertical
what?
grip and a bipod.
Okay.
Not that I
bipod,
think
that's
you'd.
what it was.
Not that I
Okay.
think you'd want it, because those are two very different things. Hey,
Yep.
Wolfgang, you want to put a bipod on your special gun?
Okay, so that's 2 MCL. I'm going to buy that. And then
if I had
think-
the extended barrel, yeah, maybe, but
No, you're still going to
Okay.
crouch and shoulder.
yep.
Okay, so I'm going to give the plus. Yeah, that's okay. So what was all the things I'm going to ritualize this SMG with? Other than buying the vertical grip, which I'm going to do. So I got plus 10 to using the SMG for firing. Plus 2 damage to that, and then plus 2 to piercing.
Actually, hold on. Let me double check that. I think technically, because it's a... Yeah, so actually it's complexity 20 for a plus 10 in that case, because you're doing a stat roll. That's right.
Yeah, it is that.
Because it's not a skill.
Oh, let's see. I was looking at custom grip. Need to finish calculating.
And then
Wait.
complexity. Okay, I'm just thinking about if there's any final things I want to. There are cool stuff I could do with this.
Let's see. That actually brings its weight down by 0.1. So now it's 4.9.
Okay.
Reflex.
I'm just. What's the cool thing I could add on here?
Oh, hang on. I gotta go check something real quick, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, so is the complexity increased because of all these stuff mixed together, or what?
No, I think it's just additive, so it's a complexity 40.
Okay, I was just making sure. Cause some stuff I could think that some stuff could, like, dramatically increase stuff if it's conflicting stuff.
Okay, so my Frontier Scout rifle is 6.1 kilograms. For comparison, my bog standard repeating rifle is 4.1 kilograms.
Yeah, it's a little heavy. That's okay. It could be worse. That's one thing that, like, the future is lighter, but not for everything. There's a lot of fucking heavy stuff in the future.
Mm-hmm. So
At least
I
your
guess I'm
standard
gonna
issue rifle will get lighter.
Mm-hmm.
So now that's everything I need to do for SMG.
And that uses a slot, and that'll last a year and a day. And
That
you have
does-
magicked.
Now I can do 1d10 plus 5, Pierce 5 with his SMG.
Yeah, so it
And
hits
it's
like a
all
sniper.
And yes, it's an auto fire weapon too.
It's also literally magic.
Yes.
If you enchant it like that, can you like still put other spells on top of it, or is it just like no, this is the enchantment?
That's the enchantment.
I can't do shatter rounds now, but who cares?
Well, don't you enchant the ammo? Not
Yeah,
the
I was about to say.
weapon?
I think technically you can still use shatter rounds because that's enchanting the bullets.
Yeah.
That's the bolts itself. Oh, right. Do I actually want to buy...
Do you want to buy special bullets? Yes.
I'm not
You
buying-
get some dum-dums. See, for you it's super economical because you get... I mean, you can't you can't swap the mags, but you get like 50 bullets in one purchase. As long as you want to keep using them.
So what do I want? What do I want to...
What kind of bullets
okay,
you got?
I need to...
What do we got here?
I'm just going to put that
Ammo
whole
types.
shopping
Get
list
some
here.
armor piercing. You could get some expanding rounds, some dum-dums.
Let's see here. Blast. Explosive rounds. Let me see how this works again, because...
Blast is really gnarly, so if you directly hit somebody with it, you do double damage. And then
Boom, baby.
if you miss or they dodge, they have to... Basically, you roll scatter to see how far it is out of the area. And you reduce the damage you take by how far you are, but still. So if you miss and I roll scatter, because I'd have to because it's a blast weapon, and you still hit near, they might still take some shrapnel damage and stuff. In case you forgot how scary Blast was with Marth's original character, who was the demo man with fire who had an SMG and blast rounds. Auto-fire explosive ammo.
That's terrifying. Alright, let's see here. Blood depends on targets within number of meat. That target takes times 2 before subtracting attacks. Our character's blast at evasion. Run, move away. For every meter away from the origin, still within the blast. There, you take 2 less. Oh, okay. So, like, blast 3 means it's going to do damage to everyone within 3 meters of the target. Okay.
Yep. And they have to roll good enough on an evasion test to get out of the way.
Then the dum-dum round, so that's... what? That... Huh, okay.
Well, just because, like...
Okay, so the dum-dum rounds does minus 2 to piercing, but as crippling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, piercing round only increases pen, but pen is not reduced by tough. I mean, pen does not reduce toughness.
Nope.
So
Yeah.
I don't
No,
know.
that's for that's like if you were using like a pistol or something that's low pen versus an armored target, or if you were doing something crazy where you were like, hey, I need to with my regular gun shoot a tank. I need to make my penetration high enough that I can actually do damage to make the called shot work. Because that's actually a rule. Your weapon has to be able to physically damage a target to be able to do component damage. You can't blow a tank's tread up with a pistol.
I can do it with my sword, though. But I'm kind of spec'd for that.
Yeah, because you took Sunder.
Okay, so
And you have a
yeah.
really sharp sword.
I'll probably mod my
Alright,
sword
then.
later, but I wanted my... Actually, what are the stats on the Elfin gun? I'm curious now. Like, how does mine compare? I want to see now. Hang on.
I think you've
Oh,
got
right.
not
Never
as much
actually
max
used
damage, but a flatter damage curve.
Yeah, so Elfin gun's just a flat 2d8. Mine is 1d10 plus 8. So I can't meet the maximum, but I think I will do better on the average.
Yeah, and you have better pen.
Yeah, and better pen. It's also a little bit heavier, but I do not have brace or critical.
Well, and also
I mean,
the other thing about the elephant gun is it's linked, so you can give them both barrels for 2 hits
Oh.
at once.
Oh, it is linked. Oh, there's another thing. It's crippling and... Oh, God, there's a lot of fucking damage to this thing. Critical, crippling, and linked? Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, so you can fire both barrels to do, 2 hits at once if you roll good enough, and it's got critical and crippling. The downside is it's brace, so if you can't just yank your Howdah pistol out and, blast somebody, you have to prep first, otherwise you're gonna land flat on your ass.
Yeah, get that fucking
Alright.
bipod out.
There's
Shit,
that
lay on that
right,
ground.
the reflect sight, but that's rare.
I think I'll do okay with this.
Actually,
gonna
I don't need to do more with this. I just need to cast shatter rounds on my weapon.
Oh my God, the elephant gun is 110 MC. No, thank you.
They're very
I'm
expensive.
going to start casting that shatter rounds now.
You mentioned that. I'm gonna cast explosive rounds on my gun.
Okay. See, this is, once again,
This is gonna
this
get
is a lot less economical for you. You're gonna have to cast this a couple of times. Maybe.
Well, as I got 3 shots. I hope it goes down before that.
So
let's see here. So roll the 16.
Oh my.
That's gonna be what 2 degrees of success. So it's gonna have blast 2 temporarily. Let me write that down.
Well, there's the old 7d10 special damage. Good thing that's not modified.
Oh god.
Like I said, I don't think I'm going to backport this, but I think the future modifier to this is going to be that the cap is going to be your will mod.
Okay.
So I think I'm not going to backport that at the moment, but I want to test that as a possible balancer.
Can't we just test the balancer right now? Because, jeez.
I mean, we could, but then what's your will? Like 40?
Yeah, my will mod is 4.
Your will mod would be 40. That's fine. Like I said, because I haven't worked out the whole system yet, so I don't necessarily want to test changes I'm not ready to yet.
Okay.
Explosive round.
My will is 42.
Shots. Last 2.
As I know, before you said something about having be whatever it is divided by 2.
Yeah, no, I think because honestly, like I said, we rolled it all out. It's not a huge deal.
Okay. Besides, this is even with this amount of dice, it doesn't really get up into the higher range.
No, I'm just like I said, I'm just thinking about possible future mechanical balances and whether or not it'll work, because that's one thing that about the 2020. Yes, I'm developing the future tech version of this game. Right. Hey, guess what? Everything has more bullets in the future.
Yes.
So, and there's a lot more auto fire, so I might have to, just for purposes of mechanical balance, reconsider how some stuff works, because you're going to get a lot more shots and a lot more rate of fire.
A lot more.
At least you can expect armor to go up.
Yep. All right. So, Marth, is that everything?
Yes.
You ready? All right.
At almost 2 hours into this game.
Oh, shopping. So, all right, let's check the map. Let's grab a dozen guys. Hey, we're gonna go hunt an elephant for meat and reasons.
They get guns.
Guns.
Yes, all the guns.
I will authorize the use of mobility units for this.
Sure. Otherwise, how the fuck are you gonna catch an elephant? Yeah, you take all day.
Mm-hmm. And let's fly out. Okay. Make sure to leave a note with the major, hey, yo, hunt an elephant. Okay, thanks, bye.
I'm using my paid vacation days.
Yep,
all those vacation days.
And we whoosh whoosh.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys actually get vacation days, but anyway, roll me survival to find elephant.
Ulrich!
To track elephant, I should say.
Survival to track elephant. Let's see if there are any bonuses they can get.
Well, I'm pretty sure survival per or int based. I think it's per.
Int.
So
I want to say no, it's per.
Yeah. Well, don't think I'm going to be behind enemy lines here.
No.
So that's a no. But I can re-roll a roll, I think.
Also, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's per based. So your superpower goggle sights will apply. Yeah.
Survival is... Oh, right. That is per. And I can also re-roll this once, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, forager when rolling survival to find food, water, or shelter. Would this actually count? Because we're not going for food.
This is survival to track, which I believe is a separate thingy.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, time to do some tracking. I got that, so that's going to be 56 after all.
Don't fuck up.
Okay, that is... Okay.
Technically, you did not fuck up.
Yeah.
Alright, it's not extra fast or anything. He doesn't save you any time. But Ulrich does manage to use those plans.
This is the first This is the first time I'm tracking an elephant.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
It's
is probably
new
not
for
one
me.
of
So yes, you're able to track a lone bull elephant.
Oh, yeah.
Minding his own business, assaulting some trees, rumbling around, eating some grass.
All right.
How dare.
And
I know.
you guys are flying, so you can pick the engagement range.
Actually, we're flying. We can just use, height. And... Actually, why would, we're flying. Why would we ever just go
We're
into
flying,
mid?
we could just stay above it.
We can. But I do still want to kind of use Diamond Rain on it.
But is that honorable to fight an elephant in the air?
I mean, it's an elephant. The honor doesn't really come into it.
Yeah, I know. The only reason I met that Auroch on because we were already on the ground and it was coming. I was like, well, here we go.
Yeah. Yep.
But I do
So,
want to try, I don't know, we can't cast rituals in the sky, can we?
No, you'd need to assemble. Not unless you
really.
brought, a special array on a tarp or something, which I'm pretty sure you didn't.
Nope.
Quick, someone bring some paint so we can draw a ritual on top
No.
of
No.
our unit.
Well, I know what we're gonna do. We're just gonna engage from the air. So,
Yes.
But I want first shot because I want to see the effect of this gun and the bullets.
All right.
Okay.
So
you're going to surprise.
yeah, I'm gonna take a surprise shot.
Yeah, this counts as a surprise. Elephants are not evolutionary predisposed to attacks from the sky.
And
Well, at least not this elephant is. I don't know. You're not near a wyvern nest, so. And if I wanted this session to go 4 hours, now would be a perfect time for wyverns to attack. But no.
Right. Right, so it's everyone's getting the surprise round, or it's just...
No, I just want to. I want to take the first shot.
The captain is saying he's taking the first shot, and actually, I'm pretty sure in an actual, honest to god, elephant safari, you'd probably only have the one shooter. I don't know if you want to risk ruining the meat and bones and stuff by just have everybody dumping rounds into this thing.
Yeah.
So,
all right. So
the extra guys are probably more to see if it's carry stuff, make sure it doesn't get away, etc.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's unaware he cannot actively defend. Not that elephants are not trained in evasion. Duh. They're trained in having a fuck ton of toughness. Also, by the way, this is a very large creature, so plus 20 to hit.
Okay, so we're starting at plus 40.
Also, isn't there? I think height advantage is another bonus.
You could do a call shot. It's just to avoid accidentally damaging the ivory.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't need to go that far.
Well, I'm using blast anyway, so
yeah.
Where's my sample combat modifiers? I believe attacking from a height is also.
Yeah. So I got surprise, a height. It's very large. I'm pretty sure that's plus 40 total.
Yeah.
Accurate only comes into effect when I'm aiming, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can aim though. You have time.
You have time to aim too.
Yeah, I know, but if I aim, yeah, I'll aim, and so that adds an additional plus 10, right?
Well, depends. What type of aim are you doing? You doing a half action aim or a full action aim?
I'll do a full action aim.
All right, so I think that's a plus.
That's plus 30.
Yeah, and then you get another plus 10 because it's accurate.
So that's plus 80. Oh, here's a question I have. If our bonus goes over 100, do we still keep counting that?
Yes, because degrees of success.
Degrees of success. Okay, so we're at
this is
plus
how
80.
This is, for instance, how high auto fire weapons hit all their bullets.
All right, so my Warframe range is only it's actually lower, but I'm at 110. No, I'm at 136.
There we go. Simple combat modifiers
right now.
Yeah, so height advantage is plus 10. Surprise target or unaware. Unaware or flank target is plus 20, so that's plus 30. You're going to full aim for plus 40, so that's 70, and then very large for another plus 20, so that's a plus 90. So hey, guess what? Even if you were really shit at this, you could hit the broadside of an elephant. Funny how that works.
So I'm just gonna roll it, I guess. Because...
Also, you have you're accounting for your reflex sight and stuff in that too, right?
Yeah. Well, no, that's 100 and that'd be 126 then. Mm-hmm. But I also get one free. If I hit, I get one free degree of success. So
yes,
I rolled a 47. So that's 7. So it's 8 degrees of success. That's including
the elephant's
bonus.
very hit.
Yeah, it is very hit.
What was the number you rolled?
47.
47, that turns to 74. I think that's still the body. Where's hit
I hope it's
locations?
the body.
No, that's one of the legs. Because that reverses to 74. Right leg. Which I
What
guess
is
is
us hitting legs?
which is right leg rear.
We must.
So
really
you
hit
fire
the
from
leg there.
behind.
I guess.
Or maybe you
Let's
fired
see
from
here.
the side and it pulls a little bit.
All right. So
Maybe it's because
blast.
I think it's because the legs are like obviously they're higher, so they're spread out a little, but they're like 15 points a leg, as opposed to arms and head, which are like 10 percentiles each. So hitting a leg is like a 30% chance.
Oh, damage. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Frontier Sky Rifle 1d10 plus 8. I rolled a
And
5, so that's 13.
Double
It
it.
is blast 2. Excuse me.
I said double it for blast.
Double the dice or double the damage?
Double the damage.
Okay, so that's 13, so that's 26.
26. Well, the elephant has to make a shock roll. Would you say being large is an advantage for shock tests?
Actually, no.
Yes.
Actually, I say no. Being large means you have to, like, your body has to work that much harder to stay alive.
That's 38 out of its 50 toughness. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
The elephant bellows and immediately starts to hoof it.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot again, I guess.
All right. I'd say roll initiative, but it really doesn't matter because elephants are not very agile.
Let's see here. I still got a fuck ton of bonus. Let me just roll here.
Yeah.
Let's see. I got a 59. I'm pretty sure that's gonna hit. Let's see here. It's no longer surprise. Nothing's fine. I still have height.
Technically, it would be dashing, so I think that's a minus 20.
Actually, so I probably should calculate some shit here.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me double check.
Just-
Let me double
okay.
check what the dash bonus is.
Okay.
Just hope there's nothing that comes out to kill it.
Yes.
Okay.
So range attacks take a minus 10, minus 20.
Okay.
So yeah,
Minus
because
20, okay.
that's basically if we were rolling initiative, that's all we'd be doing is just dash full out run.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm still high up.
Yes.
It's no longer. It's aware of us now.
Yes,
It's
no
still
longer
very
surprised.
large, so that
Yeah.
that's still plus 30 there.
Your weapon's not slow, so you can still pop a quick aim and take a single shot.
Yep. So that's plus 10, then plus 10 for accurate. So that's plus 50
Yes.
right there.
See, here's this. I find this funny. Accurate's a really fucking good tag, but I think this is the first time it's ever come up in the game.
Well, usually
Yeah.
because
Gameplay.
we're like in the middle of a dogfight, we're like more bullets now.
Yeah.
It's like
so
we're literally bullying an elephant to death here. We can take our time.
we
Um,
haven't had a time where we actually needed to use this accurate aiming.
I usually don't use it because I have a sword out.
Yes, you play
Wait,
melee characters a lot.
So I know I already rolled. So I rolled a 57. So let's be plus 50. Gonna bring me up to technically plus 55. That's gonna bring me up to 86. So that's 4d6 plus 1 for my muzzle break, which brings me up to 5 degrees of success to hit this fucker.
Okay.
All right, bang! You hit it in the same flank because that's 57 becomes 75.
Oh my god! Oh my god! This
Dang.
leg is like it's going down. Oh wait, it's only one.
Hey, you've
All
got
right,
a very
no,
tight grouping. That's all in the 10x ring of the elephant's flank.
Well, that's gonna save the meat, I hope. As it has shit. That's a 10.
Oh dear.
Okay, so
Well, that's probably going to be it because you rolled like a 5 last time, and that was half its wounds because you know this because they were going to roll shock
so that's
test.
18. That's 36.
Okay, that wouldn't have been enough to one-shot it, but now that you've shot it again, yes, that is enough to take it down. An elephant has 30 wounds, and it has
Okay.
toughness 50 and thick hide for double TM for damage reduction, so it's got effectively a 10 toughness mod.
At least we didn't have to fight on the ground.
No. All right. Yeah, your round flies into its body somewhere and there's a dull boom, and the elephant just kind of barfs up some blood and flops to the ground. You probably hit something vital with your exploding bullet shrapnel. It is very dead.
Well, it's like, all right. All right, very good. Let us go down and claim our prize.
Okay.
So, fly on down. We probably got a little bit while before the predator starts sniffing about.
Maybe. Well, you did make a lot of noise. That probably spooks most animals.
Yeah.
Bang! Followed by a slightly smaller bang. Alright. You have an elephant. It's dead. It's very large.
Do we have a camera? Should we do that thing where we take a picture?
I don't think anybody owns a camera, but you did assemble like a dozen guys. They could probably have brought a camera.
I'm pretty sure.
In fact, one of them probably did because you said we're going to hunt an elephant. So
yeah. All right. Well, let's gather around. Everybody. All
right. Hold your position for a couple seconds. Flashbulb goes off.
All right, everyone, blink. You're not blind, I swear. All right, now I'm gonna take my pop-up husks.
All right.
With my sword.
Yeah, you can do that. And you just in your mind, you have a brief flash to the knowledge that if this tusk had hit you, it would have been 2d10 plus 5, pen 5, with natural critical and knockback.
Oh my god. It is big and heavy, and I'm glad it did not go through. I will say a small prayer for the animal and thank him for the food that he will provide for us and the gifts he will give to others and all that good shit.
Right. I actually had that natural nature lover. That would actually give me a +10 to survive, to track the elephant.
Hey, yeah, because you're in the wilderness. Hey, that's good that you've got that. Maybe add that bonus now, because everybody will roll awareness.
Okay. Oh, so I can actually give... okay, that's fun.
Alright, so...
Okay, so that's...
rolling awareness, and...
I have the goggles, that's 66, 76 I have to roll under.
Hey, is this a +10 to resist, is this an awareness to resist surprise?
No. Nobody's trying to ambush you yet.
Yeah. Let's see.
I don't necessarily want this session to go on forever, but just, logical stuff.
Logical
awareness.
But that's a total... no, that's 0 degrees. 0 degrees of success. Not quite enough. Almost. Not quite.
Now they're not actually stalking you. I won't make this opposed. This is just to notice a thing about the world.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So both of you do notice in the distance there's some low grass. There's a little bit of rustly bustly, and there's some vultures congregating overhead. But nothing seems to be drawing close to you while you guys are hanging around. But you probably don't want to stick around too long unless you want to have to do something to scare the lions or the wild dogs off. Or the hyenas, or whatever has smelled the blood in the air and realized there's a dead elephant over there. It'll eventually decide to see how close it can get to get some free food.
Well, let's not.
We're not exactly going for elephant meat.
Well, as I said, we looked into it. Elephant meat is actually kind of liked around here, especially by the local.
Yeah, so maybe get.
We're gonna carve up what we can. We can't take all of it anyway, so
maybe just get a few pounds.
Probably the choicest cuts.
Yeah, we're gonna get the choicest cuts.
Yeah.
So,
that'd probably be a survival test to cut and prepare meat.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to say, it's like, I'm sorry, Marth. I am a man of many talents, but butchering is not one of them.
Right.
Also, I think he has a machete.
Right, you have a machete.
That's probably about the size you're going to need for this, big boy.
Yeah. Okay,
no,
so
I'm pretty sure
all tests relate to nature. So carving up meat would be related to nature?
It's a natural thing, yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure there's a couple guys here who are trained in survival. They help you out.
I don't think my century boost would help with this.
No, probably not. But take a +10 because you're gonna have a bunch of fucking recon support guys help you out with this shit.
So that's going to be so
the rest of the men and women stand around with their rifles, looking eyes up in case a lion decides to pop by.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I remember
Okay,
my
so-
Animal Planet and Discovery Channel documentaries, when you kill a large animal in sub-Saharan Africa, usually the lions think they own it, so they'll show up at some point. Now you can scare them away, but lions are a pretty big deal. They're apex predators.
Yeah. Especially, yeah.
All right, 2
And,
degrees of success, reasonably quick. All right, you take the best cuts of meat that are not filled with tiny lead shrapnel.
Yeah.
Peel some stuff off the bones. You get you get some choice elephant rib meat, I guess.
Besides, lead can bleed outwards, as I know.
Yeah. You make
So
sure
it's
to
usually
let the
around
blood
the-
leak naturally.
So it's usually around the wound that's where the lead leaks out to.
Okay.
Though obviously
That's what I
these
learned
did
from, I
explode
guess.
a little bit.
Yeah.
You're
So,
able to be like, oh, some of these internal organs that are vital are ruined by the gunshot damage, so we'll just ignore that.
Yes.
So, like I said, probably some
Maybe
rib
some-
meat, probably some shoulders. I don't really, like I said,
Sirloin.
I don't know what the best cut of the elephant is, but
Maybe get some flanks, some sirloin.
yeah, some flanks, some
I don't know
sirloin,
about
that
the
kind of stuff.
tenderloin though, but meat. We get it. Everyone
Yes,
load up.
you get some decent, good cuts of meat. You were prepared for this, so you probably brought some nice bags and some butcher paper,
Mhm.
wax paper to wrap it up in. Let it dry out a little of the blood. Wolfgang took the tusks,
Yep.
which are probably not, because like I said, you probably got a young male out on its own, so they're
Mhm.
not like super sized, but they're still pretty sizable. You
They'll
got
be enough
you got
for
some
what I
room to
wanted.
work with.
Yeah.
Are you gonna
Okay.
take any of the, because you cut it and prepped it? You gonna take any of the hides to turn into leather, or are you gonna
do-
leave that?
Do
It's
we
probably
want-
pretty
Is
heavy.
elephant leather? Actually, let me see. Is elephant leather a thing?
How good is elephant leather?
Let's see. It is considered an exotic leather that is thick and very durable with a. Oh yeah, and apparently it is actually sold.
Yeah, let's take the hide.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, peel back, clean the hide.
Mm-hmm.
You have to get it out of the way to get the
Apparently,
meat anyway. So,
Yeah.
Wow, it is Okay, let's see here.
by the way, this is the point where I would also remind Lucky that void mages also like leathers,
Oh, they do.
because that's
Oh,
an
okay,
animal derived product.
Oh, okay.
Like
Yeah.
I even put this in the notes. Like literally using like ivory or teeth of animals is kind of a weird. It's a gray zone because it's
Mhm.
kind of like that bridge between life and death.
Mhm.
But like a poison mage would love these elephants' bones because this is a big, strong creature that is in death. But the fresh cut ivory, separated while this thing was, only recently dead, and its leather, carefully prepared and treated. That's that void aspect, that, like I said, that gap between life and death.
Mhm.
So yeah, a little. Well, you got a lot of fucking leather, so you could make boots, stuff like that. But also wallets, pouches, whatever you need.
Mhm.
Belt. All right, they wrap that up. And
So let's grab a good chunk of the hide.
Yeah.
And grab the meats. Everyone load up. I was gonna think about making it rain diamonds, but I don't know if we want to hang around while things are in the grass.
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
let's
I don't really know what being beamed in the forehead with a diamond would do for a lioness's temperament.
It'd probably go panic somewhere. Might panic towards us. I don't fucking
Yeah,
know.
you guys really, yeah. Listen,
How-
whether it's this is probably something they warned you in basic when you were like being assigned here. It's like, listen, if you go off the reservation, you go out into the woods or whatever, the grasses. There are lions and there are hyenas and there are wild dogs here, and they don't really give a fuck. So, like,
Anyway,
you were just
but,
food to them,
so-
a lone man
so
alone.
now we're going back to base.
Well, no, I'm gonna send the recon unit back to base with the meat and shit. We're gonna go just somewhere else, and we're gonna make it fucking rain diamonds because I want to see diamond rain.
Okay.
I am now sold on this idea.
All right.
Okay,
He
then.
really wants to cast weather control and make it rain diamonds.
I do.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. technically you've got, well, one of you've got an efficiency unit, so you've got, like, what's the default, 10 charges?
Yeah.
So you've got, one of you at least has a 20-hour flight time, so... I think we calculated based on your speed. You guys can go basically anywhere in this country in a few hours, because you're flying. You know, it's just like a local airport hop. So, you have a wide range of terrain types you can go to. There are rocky mountainous areas. There's flat deserts. There's savannas. There's a couple of light woods up in the north.
Let's get a place with a solid cave, because maybe like something mountainous. Find a cave,
right? Because
if it starts raining like giant ass fucking diamonds, we're not gonna want to be under that.
All right, you go into the mountains. You've got an earth mage with you. I'm not gonna make Ulrich roll every roll he needs to do to literally make a cave, but he can do that.
All right,
right.
Ulrich, I order you to make a cave. You do that shit. We're like, fuck yeah. Right now we're gonna draw an array.
Yep.
Bring out that chalk.
Go ahead and roll a spellcraft for that. Prep an array.
Go roll what?
Spellcraft to prep an array.
Okay. So,
because you are going to have to do this in the field.
Right, I have at least a plus 10.
Well, if you want to do it, I'll assist you.
Yeah, okay. Spellcraft, so that's good. Right, I do have that thing. So that's going to be, I have 57 naturally for this.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think actually, wait, does a familiar count for drawing?
No, this isn't a spell casting roll. This is what do I know about magic?
Yeah, I was already quickly thinking, like, no, this one.
Yeah. This is basically you test your interior knowledge, which is like, what should we call it? You're searching your memory for magic arrays and like, what'll work best for this? I gotta draw something air affinity adjacent. I can't really do that magic on my own, but I need to like figure it out. Okay, 2 degrees. That's enough. You build a satisfactory array. It's not going to give you any extra bonus, but no penalty or anything.
Let's see.
You guys are going to need to prep materials.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Weather control is technically an air spell, but we're going for a specific effect.
You are also going for metal. Yes. You're probably going to want to mix a little bit of the two. So, there is one unfortunate thing to your choice of location. It's a little barren around here, so it's going to be hard to like scavenge from the locals.
Well, that's fine. I brought my magic kit, which has ball bearings, some iron filings, wax candles.
Okay.
Let's see, wax candles. The candles should do, and let's go with the iron fillings.
All right. You probably like make the array by spreading the iron filings.
Mm.
You put the candles in the corners.
Else, I have salt and soap too, and ball bearings. I feel like ball bearings is just double dipping into the iron filling. So
no,
I don't know. What else screams weather to you?
Well, so this is actually discussed in the Materium chapter. If you're working with air, you're gonna want sounds, so chanting, musical instruments, stuff like that.
Okay.
Sound is considered to be governed by air. The other thing is common is burning stuff for certain smokes, which the candles will do. They'll produce candle smoke. Mm-hmm. And for metal, you've got iron filings and stuff ready there. You're gonna iron is magnetic, so you're gonna like call from the metal materials to the metal energy you're gonna release into the sky and whatnot. So, other than like if somebody has like a pocket harmonica,
we should have went to a goddamn ley line, but whatever.
No, you did not go to a place of power.
Yeah, but whatever.
Yeah.
That probably would have been like roll a navigation check or something.
Yeah, and as I said, ley lines are usually happening around ley lines. So
yeah. And if we do stuff on a ley line, it usually calls stuff to the ley line.
Yeah, that could be weird. As I said, if we rain diamonds down in the middle of the fucking mountain, no one's really gonna know. I hope.
Yeah. I hope.
Little do they know, there's a goat farmer just a click away who's going to become the richest motherfucking goat farmer.
It's like goat farmers just like, look at all my excessive clothing.
So when we do mages of Cold War, the goat farmer's gonna come back and they're gonna be like, yeah, there's this one warlord who's lived up in these mountains since like the 20s. He's like super old now, but he's really rich and nobody knows why.
Well, so this is the other reason why I didn't want to do it like in a main place. It's like, technically, I can just completely break the fucking diamond mark. I don't know why people don't do it like on the regular.
Well, yeah.
Usually because,
Diamonds.
after all, you can use alchemy to like turn lead into gold. It's just mages don't usually do that because you'll fuck up the world economy. Like that has long-reaching implications. Which so mages are usually like, hey, don't just make a shitload of gold coins on a get-rich-quick scheme. Okay, you're gonna fuck shit up for everybody.
Actually, I know what we could do. Once we get done with this diamond ring, let's do a ritual just to basically sink them all into the earth.
You could do that, yeah. Bury
I say
them.
like, because I'm not gonna lie, I want to find some diamonds for my gift, but I didn't want to actually go fucking digging.
No, nor do you want to actually spend the however shitload amount of money it's gonna cost you to buy a fucking diamond. I don't know.
And also, I want a bag so I can actually fucking use gem sorcery for once.
You're gonna get an elephant leather bag full of magic diamonds and shoot them at people.
Yeah, this is my souvenir from Africa, literally. So okay, so we got enough components. We got an array. We have Ulrich, you're gonna lead us because you're the biggest, and we have 3 prime numbers. That gives you what, a plus? Does that give you a plus? I know it gives us 3 bonuses.
That gives a plus 10, and you get 3 points of luck you can spend.
All right.
Familiar, so
here's the
but this is not her, so.
Yeah, you don't get the elemental bonus, but you do get your spellcasting bonus because your familiars are almost like mini assistants.
All right,
Yeah,
so
so
we gotta
that
do weather
is-
control.
Okay, so that's going to be.
That's
alright,
400.
spell cooking, so
That's what, 8?
77, 87.
So that's complexity 8, I think.
Yeah, but since we're going for a specific effect, it's like we have to bring it up. By how much?
Probably not, because yeah, the extra degrees would be duration. I don't think you actually want a lot of duration on this.
No.
Yeah.
Well, no,
let's see. Because you're trying to create a magical weather.
Mhm.
Let's see. Do I want to be simpler or do I want to be more balanced? Nah, fuck it, let's do the simple. This sort of stuff is usually complexity times 2, so
Okay.
let's call it complexity
So
16.
we gotta get 16 successes, so we might be here for a while.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
So
remember
before we
to
get
space out your luck points, because if you get to like DOS 15 and you fuck it up, that's gonna be really bad. That's gonna
Right,
be
right.
the top of the chart. Hey, we're gonna see how good your anti-demon gut is right now.
This is like, yeah, I know. It's like,
Because it's plus 10 on the magic mishap
Yeah.
chart per DOS you put in the spell already. So.
yeah, I remember saying
Oh
that.
god, that's terrifying.
I remember saying that. I was all like, yeah, this is why you don't want to.
That's why you don't want to get
Mess
too
up,
big,
don't.
because you get up high there. You can get some really, once you go over 100, you get some really nasty stuff.
Then you want to do a complexity that needs 50 TOS. You mess up on the 4/5 one.
Yeah, 150 plus is spatial rip. Time and space is torn asunder, creating a void from which emerges a member of the enemy of the marshal's choosing.
Yeah.
40 to 49 is self-destruct, where you just explode.
Right. Okay, so now it's time to roll some bones.
Yes.
Roll them bones.
Okay, so first roll is. So 48 out of 87, I think, is going to be 3 DOS.
Okay. 5 minutes pass.
Keep going, my dude.
You're still
So
chanting.
Still.
Ooga chaka, ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka.
Okay, so then-
No, that song's not invented yet. That's anachronistic. Also, I don't. Did you ever buy a violin or something?
Yeah, I have a violin.
Okay, maybe you want to play your violin.
I'll play my violin.
Play some
I
violin
will play
music.
the song. I will play the Song of Storms or some shit.
All right, so we're up to
Okay.
7 out of 16.
Now. Okay, so that is.
Wow, shit. That's a critical success. So that's what, 8's your maximum?
Yeah. So
wow,
now
fuck,
that's
you're 1
15.
short.
One more roll.
Actually, you get temporary points of luck. Do you want to just spend a point of luck to add a degree of success?
Oh, we can do that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, you can spend a point of luck to add a degree of success on a successful test.
All right. Yeah, let's do that.
So
okay, you did it.
We don't need like 8 hours of Diamond Storm.
Yeah.
So like, our United Commonwealth is like, why is there like 8 hours of diamonds here?
Man, so I was just minding my own business, right? I was by the river, and there was a fucking landslide of diamonds from down in the mountains, man. I don't know what the fuck. But now I'm super rich. Fuck this war shit.
So like,
alright, so that's technically like 0 degrees overall, so that's an hour-ish of weather, I believe.
Yeah.
So, hey, guess what? It rains diamonds.
There's a freak storm. Quick freak storm.
It just squalls. Yeah, you were specifying like diamonds and stuff, so it's like diamonds because those are akin to around here. But also, there's probably a couple other handfuls. Let me see. Are there any?
I mean, there's like various types of diamonds.
Yeah,
like yellow diamonds, blood diamonds.
Well, also there's some other kinds that are common in this area. So that's probably what you're going to get is you're going to get a mirror of the naturally occurring ones. So. There's probably some quartz. A lot of it's quartz. A lot of it's simpler, less complex stuff because quartz is super common. But there are some diamonds in there. There are some nice amethysts.
Okay.
Some aquamarines and topazes, probably stuff like that. You get a handful of decent colored gems of various colors.
All right, cool. Well, I guess we'll wait for it to stop raining because I don't know. Like, I don't want to risk it. I don't need to get beamed in the head with, like, a giant quartz. I'm good.
Alright. The gemstone rain stops.
Oh, yeah. All right,
you're probably, like, ankle deep in gems in your cave.
Wow.
As they just roll in.
Okay, so now I have to dig out the right one.
Yeah, well, as I said, go for the actual precious stones. Like, don't worry about the quartz. But yeah, we're gonna have to pick through this shit.
Okay.
So I guess we'll spend more time going through the gems.
Just to find the right one.
I'm gonna have me a pouch of gems.
Yeah.
Diamonds, amethysts, and topazes.
Well, do I actually need gems?
I mean, they're shiny.
Yeah. Mages will typically... I mean, not... Wood mages are probably the exception. They don't really bother with that sort of stuff. Because it's metal.
I think
for everybody else, most people would find most mages like gems for ornamentation.
Yeah, I'll collect some gems for ornamentation, probably for ritualizing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, gems, man. Fucking, we can do some metal magic? Booyah. Or something. I don't know.
Alright.
Yeah.
Motherfucking gem rain.
Besides, diamonds are just, like, compressed carbon.
I mean, if we got too much, we can literally grind down the diamond dust, which is apparently a high-end component for rituals.
Yeah, so just collect what we can, and then plus the one diamond for whatever.
Well, I'm getting more than one fucking diamond, because I gotta shoot these gems at people.
Yeah, I know. You are.
Yeah, you're gonna fill a pouch so you can use them as ammo.
Mm-hmm. Well, first I'm gonna take them home, get some gem cutters, because I'm gonna make them properly shaped.
Yes.
I have to quote unquote prepare them.
Make a gem bullet.
No, I was gonna say, excuse me, Herr Captain, Hauptmann, why are you making the gemstone arrowheads? Don't you use steel for that? No, 9. I will shoot them.
Okay, so that's that. Okay.
All right,
so what's next on our...
Your XO is probably slightly annoyed by this plan, by the way, because she has to spend a couple hours, like I said, ankle deep in gemstones.
And if this was common, it would be...
and it's
it would be very, very difficult terrain.
Yep, but
this would be what we would call unstable terrain, but you can fly.
Yeah, but now we gotta do one more ritual to cover, to basically bring up the earth or sink these gems down, or both.
Okay. So, bring some earth components, so bring rocks around.
There's
Or you can
lots
just
of
like
rocks.
or you can like just drop the mountain on the fucking gems. I don't fucking know. You're the earth mage.
Well.
We're gonna topsy-turvy this shit.
How much? Well, can just collapse. Why would I want to collapse the mountain?
To cover up these damn gems, so that, like, next time the sun's out, this fucking like mountain doesn't light up like a fucking skyscraper or some shit.
Okay, maybe create. And yeah, that's would probably be the best way, because otherwise it would be like make the ground be like sinkholey stuff, and it just sinks it in there and then hardens afterwards.
So you could do like a softening thing. You could do like yeah. But what's your general tactic here? I'll figure out how much complexity you need.
Okay, I'm thinking. Right. Wait, how much of the area did this say it's? Storm cover.
Not too far. You know, less than a football field.
Okay, so I'm going to do a softening thing, then a hardening thing.
All right. Let's call it a nice even 50-ish complexity.
I will
50
assist.
complexity, so that's 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, we'll
This
assist.
is doing with Earth, so I can get that.
Yep.
So that's 20. Okay, so that's 77, 87, 97.
So very easy to accomplish in one.
Okay.
All right, so you got it. Cool.
Oh yeah.
And in 20 years, this is going to be a new metal ley line, and everybody's going to be like, why the fuck are there these random gem deposits? And somebody's going to be like, wizards, dog.
It will literally be the excuse, wizards did it.
Mm-hmm. I think that's basically what anybody asks whenever something weird happens in the environment. You're just like, why is this here? I don't know, wizard did it. Listen, we don't have all of human history written down. Wizard probably did it. Except if it's evil and it's like demons did it.
Ulrich, we should probably make note of this for the future, just in case.
Just
in case we have
the other thing you could have done is Wolfgang could have just slurped up all the gems and put them in your cave, and then covered it, and then you'd have a secret gem vault. But you didn't do it. It's too late. Can't take it back.
I was thinking about it, but I think that'd just be like weird. That'd be like take too long.
We just
probably that you'd have to do like 2 separate rituals. Well, maybe not rituals, but you'd have to do a ritual to like move all the pipe where all the gems into the cave, and then Ulrich would have to cover it up.
There's not a spell to manipulate gems like that. Does like warp metal like do that? Or does gem sorcery do that?
What is just bury?
So
we just bury gems under however many feet of earth.
Well, like here's the thing. I have fucking
meters.
Like I have like treasure sense and I have gem sorcery. So I'm pretty sure if I just come back, I can like ritualize the ground. Like, all right, here's all the gems. Gem sorcery, come up.
Yeah, you can just create a map. Put a big X here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll come back. We'll be like, oh yeah, this is the spot.
It's like,
where's that auto Bible?
It's like gems here.
I think you guys have pad and pen. You can probably write down your coordinates.
Yeah,
we'll write down our coordinates.
I wrote that down. Make a map.
All right, but we are done. Day 2. Let's go back. It's probably fucking late.
Now, day 3.
Well, it depends on how many days in a row you want to go.
How?
I'm pretty sure I want to get to the actual Prophetmas celebration at some point. So,
I said it's gonna go swifter because I have to actually make shit, and that's actually gonna take me
time.
So many days.
Research stuff on what Earth spirits like exactly.
So offering to Earth spirits a lot like doing ritual magic with Earths. So there's they'll like earthenware, ceramics are a common offering. Different types of earth and soils, if you've got any samples of anything. I think you guys may or may not still have your special ether-enriched earth lying around.
Yeah, I don't think we did anything with that, actually.
Interesting rocks from other places, fieldstones, like I said, are pretty common offerings.
Hey, don't we still have that offering bowl? Yeah, I took that offering bowl.
Yeah, you took it.
I guess we'll use it. Yeah, I guess we'll use that.
You'll probably return it.
Boom. Yeah, return it.
Okay. So I'm going to just keep that. So the Aether Enriched Earth is what I'm going to give, and probably get some stuff to probably buy some common ceramic stuff.
In the meantime, I have to buy artisan tools for bone work, metal work, and gem work.
Okay, so
Actually, and leather work. Fuck, because I have a leather thing now. God damn it. That's 20 MC.
the medic does that already. So you might
the leather work.
He's already made those leather boots like for Ulrich. So
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll ask him then.
also, by the way,
So
the
jar
time what
is,
you probably want to call that is not bone working, but you want to call that scrimshaw, because apparently that's actually what that's called.
Oh wow,
okay,
scrimshaw.
I'm just trying to think about. So it's
Scrim.
like one. So it's probably like one jar per every 2 MC.
Yeah, something like that. Also
Okay.
glassworks work too, so glass beads could work because that's sand, which is
Okay.
fired.
How much do I want to please their spirits?
I mean, you're gonna put the offering bowl back. You're probably gonna pour some Aether Enriched Earth in it. Throw in a couple glass beads, or just leave a little.
Yeah,
Leave a little
I'll
lacquer
probably
set.
just leave a couple of ceramic things with glass beads.
You're not really. I assume you're not really. You guys aren't really planning on like communing with it or anything, right?
Not really.
For the Earth
I mean,
Spirit,
we
you're
could.
just gonna make offerings.
Oh, good.
For
I
respect.
mean, if
to
it
passage.
shows up, I'll be like, hey, yo, sorry we like wrecked your house. Please forgive us and bless this land. So like good things happen and bad things don't.
Yeah.
Just
Well, that's probably
continue
your
the video.
offering.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just an offering a good favor is just like give it some cool ceramic ware it can keep around its house.
It's
Okay,
Spirit House.
so now I just need to pull up my map.
Spirit offerings tend to either just linger in small piles, and occasionally they just go somewhere, and nobody's really sure where.
How many pots do you get?
A prime number.
Accurate.
Okay, I'll get.
I should at some point I should probably figure out what elements are what numbers, but I that's something that's like I haven't thought about any like is there a numeral associated strongly with like say earth over wood or something, but
I'm going
I'm gonna
to
scrimshaw
get
fucking
seven pot.
7's a good number. That's a nice mystical number.
Let's see here.
Then now the
Sevens and 8s are probably your common numbers. Because 8 is the number of the unified ether, and 7 is then the primary elements. Because nobody really likes poison.
Now the glass beads. So
Actually, also alternatively,
that's-
7 works because
How-
you leave out the element that the spirit doesn't like.
Oh.
right.
Because
element,
spirits are beings of pure ether, they can only survive in concentrations in ley lines and confluxes, and so if you put them in contact with their opposite, it really sucks.
Right, air.
Yeah.
And glass is probably like fire and earth.
Yeah.
Fire and earth mages both like ceramics and glassworks because both of them speak to their respective elements. Like earth is, something strengthening, reinforcing, kind of creating. And fire
Okay.
is like cleansing, purifying, refining.
Right. So how many beads do I get with like 3MC?
You'll fill your
feel
earthenwares with
is there a
beads.
thing full of beads?
I know there's glass beads, but I don't remember like how much you get because it's in like the common item.
I will
thing.
double check.
The beads.
At the very least, it'll have a
Prayer
weight, which might be
and
good
beads,
enough.
glass, plentiful, 0.5 kilograms. So that's 1 pound of beads, basically.
That's probably a lot of fucking beads.
Yeah, so that's
Pound-
probably enough to fill up a few pots.
Let me Google 1 pounds of glass beads.
£1 pound glass jars, 1 glass dish. Let me see. Images. That's a half pound. Honestly, you actually might want to get a couple,
Couple of them.
yeah.
Get a couple pounds of...
So how many pounds should I get?
I want to say, like, Like, how big are your, like, are you trying to fill up your, like, earthenwares? Or
Yeah,
trying to, like, smatter them around?
I think
how big are your
fill up.
earthenware?
Just give at least. Okay, the
You gotta
jars
remember,
are 0.45.
0.45.
I don't know. What's the
And
if
it
it's a glass
holds
jar?
one-
What's your standard issue size of a jar? I guess is the
Okay.
question.
Probably not that big. Not something that holds like 1 kg in this case.
Yeah, you just want to get small ones, like small, nice pots.
So something that holds maybe like 25.
Well, yeah. There's a whole we're talking about math and like volume and geometry. I think like you want to get a couple of jars, you want to get a couple of things of beads. Like on the couple results of Amazon, the poundish or whatever is usually around 100 pieces. So
Okay, I'll just get enough. I'll just like say all the jars are just like enough so that however many beads I get is enough to fill them.
Okay.
So
we don't-
7
we don't-
jars, then I'll just say like maybe like 2
Well,
pounds of beads.
Like, whatever you don't put in, you could put the fucking aether-enriched earth into there. And that will fill up the rest.
Okay.
now that I'm gonna make you like buy every little thing, but here's a thought: get some twine and build a little chandelier.
Okay.
Like, as a little, hang them around. That'll be pretty and be meaningful.
Yeah, I'll buy some twine.
I'm looking at Scrimshaw, and I've decided that I'm going to make the base band out of the meteoric urn. Then it's gonna have an ivory set over it, and on the ivory, I'm gonna Scrimshaw a motherfucking Valkyrie.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll buy 2 sets of beads.
But that means I literally have to buy. Well, I
And
still have to buy
twine
3.
is 100 meters. That's a lot.
It's a big
Make
thing.
it really
twine.
good. Make it.
So I only need to get, I think, 1 thing of that. I think, or should I get more?
Let's see what kind of ritual. What other ritual tools we got in here? Prisms. That'd be fun.
How shall I get 2 things of twine?
Dust. Bones, bird feathers, bag of colored sand. You probably don't need to go for the colored sand, but you could do that. That's like a kilo.
Right. Actually, how? At this point, it's like, maybe I shouldn't get twine then. I think the ceramic plus the aether infused earth plus the glass beads is probably going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a nice just offering.
So I'm gonna buy a bottle of brandy each for my fucking.
Then after that,
What is officers? Yeah, whatever. My officers.
Mhm.
It's like 20
Officers,
each.
senior staff.
okay, so that's
I think a bottle
gonna
of
be
brandy
20.
and not something too much. And since it's everything
So
the same,
that's-
good.
Alright, I need to figure out what I'm going to get the medic.
I'm gonna get my XO some tasteful jewelry. I'll probably make her like some earrings. I'm not giving her a ring. That'd be a bad idea.
Also, hey, just to double remind you, your EXO is a wood mage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't get her metal jewelry. That kind of goes against their aesthetic.
Sure.
Huh. Okay,
Shit, I gotta
I'll
look.
probably get
Fuck.
my wood.
You could get some. If you can track it down, you could get some jet or some amber because those are.
Okay, so
Yeah, made
water
from that kind of
mage,
stuff.
I would probably give him some healing alchemic gel.
Let's see. Shit.
Because I think my guy would only he's probably stoked only practical stuff.
Makes sense to me, yeah. Yeah, if you're getting like a nice gift for your guy, I think I'll just think about. Let's see here. You are the guy who saved my life. I feel like something.
This is the equivalent of
Don't
inter-office
think
politics.
Don't think I want to overspend. This is already 5, so I'm just going to get one thing of it.
That's fair. It's a special item, so, they say the thought counts.
And now,
I'm
what?
just going to look at my standard item table just for
Now,
funsies.
Now, what else to really get? Do I need to? Right. Well, it's probably going to be a group thing to get something for both captains and then also get something for the major.
I don't think you guys really have to worry about the mage.
Yeah,
really.
you guys probably don't have to kip up and get something nice for the major. The major's already done her solid for all of you by basically making sure you got your advance pay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
and
it's
we're on light duty. So.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much it's just group present for the captains.
Which if you want to get him something on your own, you can. But I've figured out what the group is going to kip together and get him.
Yeah.
So don't worry about that.
I don't really see the point about personal stuff on that end.
I mean, listen, you've done a lot of stuff in your off hours for the captain without bitching.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty much this is my gift to you. I already did it.
No, you're good, man.
Yeah.
You saw
I mean, technically, you gave him the gift of gems.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. This is my gift. It's just suddenly it's just one of those majors just forgets about the present. It's hold on, let me just go outside for a bit.
Oh, God.
Why are there holes in my roof now? Okay, so that's everything I'm spending on. Okay. Well, that's that. Huh. So that's everything that I really need to do. And I guess the giving gifts to the spirits is going to happen on Profitness.
Mm-hmm.
That is a thing you traditionally do, yes.
So I'm going to hold on that. I don't think I have anything else that I need to do.
So...
Alright, what?
Hold on, my phone's blowing up.
Alright, what would my... Don't even know what the medic's going to even get me.
No?
He's going to get you some adrenaline shots so you can be more intense.
No, he's already got something in mind.
It's just
it's nice, but practical.
Just rolls up. It just rolls up. It's just a system of adrenaline shots. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Guess for the rest of the time, I guys just going to research how to not make spirits mad when combining them.
So...
I mean, if you wanted to roll that, you could, but, Marth, but I honestly just, your general knowledge would be, you want to feed them a lot of, you want to feed them a lot of mana passively, and you want to put them together in a space where they kind of naturally combine.
In a space that's pretty much put them in a space that would make them congregate together, but not
Yeah, you don't. If you don't want to piss them off, you don't want to force them together, but you want to just put them in a place where there's a high density and they kind of naturally.
Okay,
consolidate.
So pretty much just create a space, make a charge in magic, so they congregate there, and boom.
Yeah. Give a nice room, bare earthen floor, figure out some way to pump ether in there.
Yeah, I'd probably create a ritual space just to charge the magic in the area.
Everybody's gonna be like, "Hey, why is all my mana being drawn into the shed out back?" Don't ask questions.
Do not ask any questions. It's just I'm just trying all this magic here for practical purposes. Suddenly a giant sequel appears. Alright. what was...
Actually, now I wonder, when was the girl from Ipanema made? Is that an anachronistic song? Yes, it's from 1962. Nobody hummed The Girl from Ipanema. God forbid we have some anachronisms. Excuse me. All right, it is done so.
Booyah.
That's what the note you could back is. It is done so.
Alright. So that's taken care of. As for the Major's gift, I need to spend 15 MC. Metal kits, though. It's 15 MC, I ain't rolling. If I haggle over everything, people are still going to give me that side eye.
So, like, it's just like Tails are just suddenly generated to be. You're
well,
that
and also
kid,
you probably have to leave the base for that. Like that's not some shit they have down at the PX.
Go into town, be all like, I'm gonna need this tool, and this tool. Yeah, you can pick it. We got this and this, but you gotta go pick it up from the other thing. It's like Kirsty's specialized equipment. You guys take credit? Oh yeah, we use that shit.
Yes, of course we do. Who doesn't take military credit?
Alright, so this is gonna go on my extra stuff. So, artisan tool.
I keep just cycling through my tabs, and every so often I click my Marshall's tab, which is doing nothing now that the elephant is gone, and I just see the stat line immediately under elephant, which is Great Ape, and I'm like, do I need one of those right now? No. I don't need Great Apes right now. Anybody want to punch a gorilla? No, there's no, you don't really get any benefit.
Wait, does the gorilla have like 3d10 plus damage or something?
No.
Didn't we fight like some sort of gorilla in Eclipse phase?
Yes, probably, because there are uplifted apes.
It was like someone who got infected and was like massacring like on the moon or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, you guys fought a lot of stuff on the moon. I had a whole arc that was set on the moon.
Let's see.
God, I love his face. No, great apes in Mages of War only do 1d10 plus 4 unarmed damage, which is still a shitload.
Yeah.
Also, they can use your tools.
Alright, then I guess I am going to start working on a masterwork gemmed bracelets.
Well, really, you're going to try and make a focus, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah. I would say there's no real point needed to necessarily make it a masterwork, because it's not going to... Like, you would instead make it one of the focus types, I guess, to add a... If you were going to do the equivalent of adding a plus 10 or whatever.
Okay, let's see here. So, let me look up.
I make a diabolic focus. I was a cultist the whole time.
No. You mess up on making a focus. Now it's diabolical.
No, you can't... Mostly it's going to take him forever, and if he, like, critically failed, he'd, like, lose the materials, which would really suck, but...
Right.
Like...
now I'm just re-looking
like, this is like the shit they teach you in primary school, equivalent, is making foci.
Yeah, now I'm just looking at this, like, totem stuff. Totem of mountains. That's...
Let's see. There's the potent focus, the elemental focus, the enhanced focus, and the reach focus. They're scarce, though. Isn't scarce like the highest tier?
Yes.
Let's see.
Plentiful, common, uncommon, rare, scarce. That's mostly just like a mage thing, because like technically mages are uncommon and or rare. If you were going to like buy a magic man on the magic man market, you open up your future eBay and are like, yes, I would like to rent one mage, please. That'd probably be a rare.
I'm just debating if I want to get kind of. Does the major use any other spell?
Let me double check your spell list. I think she's mostly void or non-elemental.
Because if I get an elemental, that's gonna bone her anything that's not fucked or neutral. And I'm like, I don't want to do
that. No, all of her. She has no spells that are. All her spells are void or non-elemental.
Alright, I'll make her an elemental focus then.
That makes sense. Oh, does that mean I gotta recalculate my... I bet I have to recalculate my damage for that. Because she has inner strength, which goes off her will.
Or do I want to do a potence? Damn it, why can't I combine them? Ah!
They're...
Actually,
here's the thing. Foci are very small, so... Like, you tend not to lump them up, because you don't want to... You don't want something to be, like, super distracting. Just the idea is it's small, you know, you use it to focus your energy.
Oh, that's what I'll do. I'll just make 2 separate focus. I'll make 1 elemental, potent, and then she can just wear them and use whichever she wants. You can do that, right?
Yeah, you can do that.
Alright.
There's no rule that says you can't.
Because it'll be on
And
theme.
honestly, like, that's another thing that doesn't necessarily come up a lot is, you know, fucking around with foci, because technically... Because there's a focus basically integrated in all your mobility units, but also everybody starts with at least one kind of focus.
Yeah, but we just start with the standard one, and so like we really haven't. I haven't really gotten to the.
Well, yeah, and like I said, nobody generally needs to. Casting without a focus sucks. So.
Yeah.
Like it.
But all right, so
nobody generally needs to worry about it.
I guess I gotta. Let's see. I guess I gotta carve down the ivory into a fucking bracelet, so I guess I'll lop off a piece, grind that down, polish it up, and then I'll scriven onto it on one side, and I'll write some cool shit, I guess.
Scribe some things, scribble some stuff.
Yeah.
You know, some arrays, some fractals.
I will get Latin here. I'll be like, may these wings carry you to victory. Another one, may these wings always carry you home. Blah, 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 blah. And let's see, let me check how fucking craft works. Wait, no, would it be enchanting?
No, this would be crafting.
Okay, crafting.
A focus is not necessarily inherently magical.
Okay.
You tend to make them of materials that react to your magic, and you make them in such a way that you know how to use them to basically act as the focus item. Because, like, I'm not gonna, like, go over the whole thing, but in the fluff chapters, there's a whole description of, like, how spellcrafting works. You have to, like, gather the energy, shape it. The focus is kind of like a point on which you hang your concentration to make the spell flow.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody knows how to make focuses. Like I said, you learn it really basic in Academy, and militaries are starting to mass-produce focuses. So, like, if you didn't bring your own focus, right, you were issued one, which is probably very standardized, so your designs can be pretty basic.
Alright, so I wouldn't say I'm rushed for time, because I'm looking at the sample test modifiers here.
Mm-hmm.
What is Artisan? Does Artisan tools, like, give me a bonus?
Yeah, it's plus 10.
Sure. It's plus 10, yeah, so that's proper tools. Good tools are proper materials. Could I be taking my time?
Yeah, you can take your time on this. You got, like, weeks.
Okay, cool. And I would like to hope that I can find some help among the report and discovery. I'm pretty, like, this is like their thing, I guess? Modifying, building, crafting?
Yeah, craft would be one of the skills they probably got.
Alright, cool. So that's plus 30. Okay, cool. I think that should be enough. So we'll do this first time for the Bjork. Make a good size break. Nice. Craft based int.
Yes, craft is.
I am on the wrong tab again, as always. Good job, me. Good job.
Who isn't on the wrong tab?
So that's a 39. That gets bumped up to 60. No, 73. Excuse me. So that is 3 degrees of success. So that is going to take me. Isn't it like. Oh, wait, isn't it like Monty? Wait, where's the craft? Rules. Craft. I'll find it.
It's way too down. Character creation is the skill list, which would probably technically be its own list. No, it's character advancement. That's right. I wrote this book. I know where stuff is. Let me actually see what it says under craft.
Let's see. Is that actually?
Yeah, I don't think there's necessarily like a deliberate time frame or like certain specific modifications have time. You're crafting a small object. You know, they're what, like 0.1 kilo?
Yeah.
This probably wouldn't take you much more than a couple of hours per, assuming you're rolling correctly. If you're taking your time, maybe you want to take like an afternoon each, just to make sure you've got everything shaped.
Right. Get in there, like show like the person's like, yeah, you want to do. All right, so that's for the meter run. It takes a day. I now have a cool looking bracelet. It is shiny. It is polished. I rolled a fucking 30 on the fucking ivory. So yeah, that's also like 4 success. So also another afternoon gone. And then I would like to paint them. Make sure. Well, actually, I want to make sure I get the engravings and stuff done. So that probably is part of the craft roll.
Yeah.
And then I would to enchant them. One as a elemental focus, and one as a potent.
Yeah, like I said, you actually, that's a good question. Would you need to actually do enchanting, or was that just part of the working? I gotta be honest. I think that's
at the
just
minimum like a ritual or some. So I don't know.
No,
like,
honestly, yeah. I don't want this to be too complex. I can let it ride. You got a couple extra degrees of success in your craft checks. I can say that you took the extra time to like make sure they are magically formulated correctly to have the effects.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because you would not necessarily need to do something specifically magical to them. It's just you pick the materials, you pick the construction, so that the energy flows through them better in certain ways.
All right then. Well, that's okay. That took a lot less time than I was thinking it was gonna. Okay.
Yeah, it's almost like I was planning on rapidly fast forwarding to the actual celebration, but here we are, 3 hours later. I think I made a joke about a 3-hour session earlier. Yeah, and some of this will be edited out because there's a lot of long pauses where we just make weird humming noises and nothing happens.
Yep. Yeah, I think
we're all looking up stuff.
At least 30 minutes of perfect dead air.
All right, well, shoot, I got to go out and get some earrings, amber earrings, nice amber earrings for my XO.
Do I have? I bet I have.
Ulrich, I got your gift already. It'd be awesome.
Okay.
And I need to get something. I'm getting balls of brandies for my...
Correct. I am a lunatic. Earrings are on the list.
Wait, what? Oh.
I'm an absolute madman, sir. Earrings are rare, and they're 4 MC.
They're 4, but I'll see if I can find some amber earrings.
Is amber a separate item on the list? How much of a lunatic was I?
I don't think so.
No, amber does not appear in this. Okay, I should probably figure that out sometime, because that's a thing you could use for, but that's a research for another day, me.
So, amber earrings, 4 MC, boom, got it.
Yep.
I'll find somebody. Now I just need something to get something for hecking Fire Scythe Girl. I can't remember her name.
Oh, you mean Hauptmann Grimhilde? Brandt?
Grimhilde. Yep.
Good old Captain Brandt. Which is just brand with a T.
I don't know any of her likes or interests. I don't know what she would want.
Well, I mean, you've been hanging out with her for like a month or more, so you know she's a fire mage. You know that she has not necessarily an honorable, but she has a valorous disposition. And she has an eye patch. So she is, courageous, upstanding, not afraid to get out there in the front lines kind of stuff,
Buy her shield. That's what she did.
The war scythe is two-handed.
Yeah. I had an idea earlier, and I totally spaced on it. Didn't write it down like a dumbass.
Make her a ruby and elephant leather eye patch. And enchant it to shoot eye beams at people. Ah, yes, I got you a laser beam eye. That's probably a lot of complexity. I don't know if you want to do that.
No, but you just I will task the medic to make some masterwork leather gloves out of the elephant.
Okay.
Because good gloves are always good to have.
All right. Listen, you've got a lot of elephant leather and you got a lot of days. I can't really imagine him fucking this up.
All right, I'm like for expediency, I'm just gonna say it's done.
Yes, I concur.
Maybe All right.
Like,
so...
he might have to beta test a couple of gloves just to get used to working with the elephant leather. But like I said, human hands are how big? An elephant is how big?
All right, so Major's gift's done, Exo's gift's done, Ulrich's gift's done, my officer's gift's done, and the other captain, I'll get done. I think I'm set. Oh, I want to grab. Oh, like there was one last thing. I want to grab a few casks of alcohol for the feast.
Okay.
As
You thinking
a
like some beer? Get a good beer in here?
I don't know. What is our alcohol situation?
I believe the Germans are known for their beers and also possibly their schnapps. It's kind of like a clear. There's probably wines if you wanted to go for that, but
and
you know,
as I said, my men. I'm pretty sure they ain't. Too...
You know, you would just because as we've talked about this before. You know, you would have an alcohol ration, so you'd have a beer ration just for the sake of like, hey, you need to make sure you can drink something sterile, but not like an excess amount. But you could go out of your way to buy a higher quality, get a couple kegs of beer and, go around for the men.
Yeah, I'll get 4 kegs of beer. That should be enough. They're like, let's see, they're 30. They're heavy.
Okay.
They're 30 kilograms, so they're like 60 pounds apiece. Yeah, 4 will do. Yeah, Jesus, let's see here. 60 plus another, 100. I've spent literally 120 MC on fucking alcohol.
Booze.
But I'm the officer. I have to do that.
Well, you don't have to, but you feel like you do.
Yeah. My men take care of me, and I can't get them individual things, so I'm going to get something that everyone... And what stall soldier does not enjoy their... Alright, so let's see here. 125 minus 135... 255 minus 1.
Now, there's a perfect silence that's getting edited out. Oh, did I leave Discord? I think I accidentally deleted a tab.
Oh, hey, there.
Yeah.
He's back.
Yeah, sorry. I think my mouse is getting a little sticky lately. I think I might have accidentally closed a tab. I might have to buy a new mouse. Where was I? Yeah, so. Yes, that was a silence that's going to get cut out. Also, somebody's eating.
It is Marth. He's having the feast without us.
Sorry.
Right, but yeah, so where I last left off, you were just contemplating about how you spend a lot of money on beer for everybody.
Yep. 120.
I think, is there anything else? You guys covered everything?
Yeah, no, I got gifts for everybody. We got food, meat, extra stuff. We sent out invitations. We got stuff. We got stuff. We sent out, we got stuff for the spirit. We got gifts.
So from a pacing standpoint, I'm like, shit, do I want to do another session this? On the other hand, I've also know that this has been going for like 3 hours, and I don't know if I want to take up another time with more role-playing, because God knows how long that'll go. So I think, I don't know, if you guys are all done, I did kind of plan on, once again, I planned on this being 1 session, now it's going to be 3, but hey, welcome to my life.
We like doing stuff.
So...
shopping.
Yeah. We like complicating and making things longer.
And I did write rules so that you could do that. Also, I dropped a die. Hold on. Alright, I'll have to find it later. I'm not gonna... I'm wrapping up the session. I'm not gonna need to roll a particular set of percentile dice again in that time period, so... Oof. Okay.
Yeah. All knows that...
Alright, so do you have any more pre-holiday prep to do?
I don't think so, no.
I don't think so. Let's get to the good stuff.
Well, that's what I'm saying though, is I think we're gonna cut it here, because I don't know if we're gonna... If we actually start playing the feast, I think I'm gonna be here for another 2 hours.
Maybe.
And it's like, we're already at 3 hours of recording, it's almost 10 o'clock at night, you know. I'd like both I have to edit this audio at some point and stuff, so...
And 5 hours of...
I think we can go ahead and cut it off. And we'll get into it, and we can jump right into actual role-playing next time, because there will be no more things you need.
Yep.
So, yeah, let's go ahead and call this session. You guys did beat up an elephant, and also did a lot of ritual rolling, which could have been bad. So, let's call that... I'm going to round that up to... I was thinking like 250, but let's make that a nice round 300.
I like
so
300.
your companions don't get weird numbers.
And
So that's going to be 150 for the companion.
You guys get 300 each. I look once again wistfully at all the damage dice I never got to roll. Alas, alack.
I saw those tusks and I was like, nope, do not want.
Well, you did want, but you really did want me to try and stab you with them. Or to
Yeah,
get
I do
trampled.
not want in gut, I should say.
Trampling
At
would have
least
been
there
fun.
are at least there are no flying elephants.
That is correct. Where the fuck did that die go? Whatever. I guess I'll have to wait until I get off the mic and do a real deep search wherever the fuck that 1d10 went. Okay. So yeah, that's the XPs. I got all the other stuff. Everybody jotted down what they want. It's actually a good thing that I made sure to double check and write down notes for everything, because I won't forget.
Man, I feel like we're doing some sort of crazy socialing. Now I'm like, oh,
I don't know. I think we'll just roleplay for once.
go, oh yeah.
Okay.
Because you're gonna have a couple different stages. Because you're gonna do an actual celebration with and talk to lots of people about stuff, and then you're also gonna fly out and do some offerings and stuff. So that's at least a couple different scenes. We can work that out, okay? So yeah, let's go ahead and wrap this up. I'll go ahead and say for the sake of the recording, if you're watching this on YouTube, do that usual stuff, like, comment, and subscribe, and all that. Check out the rest of our APs. Check them out 5 times. If you get to the end of if you get to the end of the actual play playlist, just go back to the top. Entertainment for days. Probably literally, at this point. Yeah, is there anything else you guys want to say on recording, or should I just go ahead and shut this off?
No, if you've been listening this long, thank you very much.